Good morning, all you non-church goers. Today's Sunday, July the 10th. Come on in, grab a seat, and let's see what we can get going this morning. First off, I think I'd like to say something about Sam. Good piece of shit, Sam, by the way. No, not just a piece of shit. You that ass. There we go. That's much better. Okay, now we can get on Thursday. Now that I've got that off my breasticles. Well, anyway. I see you lurking. Lurk turkey. Well, I'm going to get something else over here. I got a roll cigarette. It's a small. There we go. There we go. And good day. Morning starting out. Everything down. Make it all nice and clean. For shit bucket Sam. Yes, indeed. Sam is a scam. That bird bucket. Mm. Oh my God. And you know what's really bad? Is gym teachers that have bat wings that hang to their knees and flab. Oh my God. You would think they would be physically fit. Seriously. Oh, sorry about that, people. Well, well. Yep. I'm not kidding. I would think that a physical education teacher should be in physical shape. I don't know. But man, when I look at them bat wings, and it looks like they're flying. I don't know if y'all have ever seen anything like that in your life. You know, I'm old, right? And my bat wings don't fly yet. Hey, Evan, how you doing, honey? Good morning. Oh my God, I was just sitting here thinking about fucking that school teacher with those bat wings. Oh my God, they are fucking huge. You would think a gym teacher would be in physical condition, you know, like a little bit more in shape. And then poor old scammy Sammy, you know, that's another little turd bucket that um I think you know, I think that when he finally goes to his kingdom in the sky, he will finally be exonerated from all the crap he's did. And I love you. I love you so much, Evan. Yeah, it is. It definitely is a shade. I've noticed that. And you know the bat wings, man. Oh my God. Yeah, it's bad. So is egg shaped too. I don't know. You're welcome to come up here if you want to and laugh at people. That's what I'm here to do. It's Sunday. You know, I got up and I said my prayers. and got my breakfast and got my coffee here, and I'm going to roll me some cigarettes. And all during the whole thing, I'm going to sit here and make fun of them people. I'm going to laugh at them. Might call the book for today's over. But yes, oh my God, I saw those. it looked like it looked like she was fixing to flap her way to the moon. I'm not even sure what she was doing. Yeah, she got them. Yeah, she's got them wings all right. But you would think she would be, seriously, being a gym teacher, you would think that she would be in more physical condition. I mean, I'm an old freaking ass woman, right? Old ass woman. And I'm in better physical shape than she is. And I'm not even a phys ed teacher. Huh. Maybe I could go get me one of them $100,000 a year jobs as a phys ed teacher. I mean, hell, if they let Batwings teach, they got to let me teach. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm way more intelligent. I can at least spell. She can't even spell. I mean, how many teachers do you know of that cannot spell, cannot make a complete sentence, use proper grammar? Nothing, 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 none of that. Oh, and then we have little Miss Yakety, you know, and I'm going to talk some smack too. And her husband's going to have to be included in it because, he played a part in this role. But she was sitting on every panel she could climb her old, greasy, grimy, roadmap looking fucking body up on and to flirt with Sam while her poor, sick husband was dying. And then when he passes away, where's she at? She ain't even at the hospital with him. She don't even go to the hospital. The hospital has to call her and go, "Hey, lady, your husband died this morning." She wasn't even there with him at all. You know where she was? With Sam, giggling. Oh, Sam. Oh, Sam. Oh. Seriously. Now, what's up with that picture? Anybody want to come hate on me this morning? Huh? Because I sure have a lot to spill on you bitches. Might as well come spill a little on me. I'm good at what I do. I'm really good at what I do. I don't make videos. Not good at it. Don't care anything about it. That's Nikki's forte. Nikki is the princess of video. I know he will. I know it. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, he will get her knocked up. Bam! You know, she'll be hobbling around on her walker with her pregnant belly just a jiggling and a bouncing with a little Sammy Scammy inside of her. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this day. It's going to be great. Yep, pregnant. Hey, we got a good side to that though, Evan. Hey, hog tits could always feed the new baby. And if she gets twins, she's got double jugs, you know. And she could just lay the baby down on the floor and sit in the chair and drop in big old chi-chis right in that baby's mouth. And she could take care of them while Sam and Ann sat on YouTube all day. See, I found her job. See, we got it all worked out now. Yeah, I saw freaking what is that other nut job? That Desmond. That dude is a psycho. He had all the psychos in there last night. Looked like on his panel talking about you took your stuff down off your page and all that stuff. It ain't none of his business if you don't want your stuff up there for people snipping and clipping. I don't blame you for taking your stuff down at all. If my channel wasn't monetized, believe me, I'd take every video I got down. You know. Oh, I am Pansy. I went down to Shell this morning, Pangy, and a friend of mine sent me a few dollars last night. So I went down and got some gas, and I got me a really good Shell coffee from the Shell, but I got biscuits and gravy, and I already ate it, of course. Yeah, but I didn't think about getting biscuits and gravy. Those are really good. I didn't even make us no biscuits and gravies. I should have, but I didn't. Too much. We was doing too much shit. We was just too busy. Well, one of these days, though, you can come back through and I got to see how, I don't even know how long I'm going to be here yet. I'm hopefully not too long, not very long, but have you talked to AZ lately, Pangy? Oh, yeah, old goofball. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was going to call him, but I was busy talking with family and stuff, yesterday again. Um, but mm, yeah, Shorty got the snot knocked out of her. Wasn't me. I didn't touch her. I promise. I didn't touch her. Oh, and my son didn't touch her. But anyway, but yeah, yeah, she run her smart mouth to the wrong one. She got the snot knocked out of her. Ain't that funny? That poor old pitiful pregnant woman, starving and battered, and I think it's funnier than hell. I'm on here being evil today. Today's Sunday, and I feel like being evil. I got my freaking cooler sitting here, my phone laying on top of it, and the phone's a spinning around because it's a slick. There you go. It's slick. Actually, I've got 2 cups of coffee. I'm gonna set that one over there. What I did? No, it was this coffee was so rich and thick. I had to pour it in 2 cups and add water. That makes sense. Gothic. Oh, Gothic drink combos. Well, hello and good morning. What kind of Gothic drink combo are we having today on this lovely Sunday day? Lovely Sunday day. Let's put it that way. It's a beautiful Sunday. Well, I'm goth sometimes. Sometimes I'm punk. And during my punk process this time, my hair was supposed to have been cherry red. It turned pumpkin orange, and I can't get it out. Oh, I don't. You gonna leave the boozing for later on? I don't blame you. Yeah, that's what I was talking to my people down at the Shell station this morning, and that's what I was telling him. I said, yeah, I said I don't think people want to be drinking this early on a Sunday morning. They were probably everybody was up late. That's why it was dead up there. Wasn't nobody in there. I said, yeah, everybody's probably up late last night drinking. I said they're still sleeping. They ain't gonna get up and come down here and get no breakfast. Uh, this coffee's good though, it really is. I mixed anything and everything in it. I put some cappuccino, some hazelnut, and some. Oh God, no, it's horrid. I look horrible. Goth, get this seriously, man. I'm not kidding. Um, I look horrible. Okay, I well, I got really sunburnt right first off. Uh, out at the lake over the weekend or this past weekend. Anyway, but that orange hair makes me look like a freaking jack o' lantern. I kid you not. Look like a Halloween jack o' lantern. No, I colored it over with a dark brown. Guess what? The dark brown didn't even phase it. Didn't even touch that color. It's still orange. Yeah. Oh God, weird looking. I'm going to go back to well, the color is called Negro Black. It's the only thing that'll cover over all my mixed up colors I put on it most of the time. And I'm constantly coloring and messing with my hair. And my hair always looks like shit, by the way. No matter what, how long, how much I work on it, what I do to it, it always looks like shit. But pumpkin orange would be a good color. But I love Halloween though now. Don't get me wrong, Halloween and St. Patrick's Day are my favoriteest holidays in the world. The best. Best holidays. You got any favorite holidays? I hope so because I'm gonna have to wait a little bit though. If I don't, my hair's gonna all fall out from coloring it and shit too much. I'm thinking about maybe stripping it, because it's not that much. It's just the orange. It's just like I don't know, just part of it. It's not all of it. But I'm thinking maybe I can strip it, and then maybe my darker color will take to the roots. Then I mean, I got grandkids that's got red hair. Got two or three of them, but well, yeah, I like Christmas, but Christmas became too commercialized. You know what I'm saying? So I like the dinner part, okay, of Christmas, and that's the best part. But the holiday itself is just commercialized, and they've done that to so many of the holidays. We about don't have any left that aren't commercialized. What I mean by is, the stores are open 24/7 trying to get your money for this holiday that, um, is supposed to be celebrated with family and a dinner and all that. And the gift exchanging thing fell into it, but then the stores took it over. And to me, every time I see, you know, here we go, we got Christmas sale. Oh, and then come out, get this. Okay, and then you got Black Friday, you know, Black Friday. Well, what in the hell kind of day is that? I mean, we don't have White Friday. We don't have Mexican Friday. We don't have any other race Friday. But they give Black Friday, right? See, and they're so these the racist government or whoever makes these freaking holidays, I'm not sure about. I'm really not sure about them. Oh yeah, it drive you crazy. Exactly, Pangy. That's what I'm saying. The holidays aren't holidays anymore. You know what I mean? The holidays are supposed to be shared with family and friends with a nice dinner and, a gift exchange, if you choose to. But you don't devote the whole holiday to the gift exchange part. Um, you know, Most of it's the turkey or the dressing or the ham or you know, whatever. Yep. They hoard out all the holidays, honey. I just don't get it. Our world has become a shithole. Seriously. And it's not even the government. It's not even none of that. It's just everything combined. And if people actually nobody sits and thinks about stuff like I do because my brain works funny. But because I mean, I'll wake up in the morning and go, you know, why are they? And it ain't even Christmas time. Y'all do know it's July, right? And I'm thinking about Christmas being commercialized. Exactly, Gothic. The gifts are they don't even come, they're not made in the United States. There's nothing hardly made in the USA anymore. Everything is made in another country. Majority of it's made in China by slave workers, right? Underpaid uh people, that are paid very, very little to make something, so they can sell it to us for very, very, very little pricing. But and it's junk. And most of the shit's just junk. It's no good. No good at all. Anyway, oh, one of these days, though, one of these days, everything's going to be better. Maybe if we get, I don't know if even getting a new government in office seat would change things. I truthfully don't even know about that. I'm not sure what would be a good change because at this point in life, like a lot of people are doing. Seriously. That's why so many people are going to the off grid living style, living in their vehicles, living in tents, uh, you know, staying on the road, not even, uh, you know, not having to go rent a place or buy a house or none of that. But that's why all this is taking place. I think we all got pushed into a corner. That exactly. Priorities. Key word, Gothic. Right there. Okay. Priorities. Nobody has their priorities in order. And, and I see it every day on YouTube with a lot of these goofballs. That's what I come in laughing at a bunch of them this morning. But, I mean, what are we going to do about it? Nothing. We're going to sit and laugh about it and we're going to move the fuck on with our own life after a while. Because there's nothing we can do. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It's going to be a little cooler today here, though. I can actually. Ooh, it's going to be much better anyway. It's going to be a little cooler. We've been in triple digits. I think it's going to be under that in like it'll still be triple digits time they throw the heat index in there, but it's only going to be like 97, plus the heat index, which is going to put it back in triple digits. But yeah, have you noticed I got all my lurk turkeys in here lurking? Most of them are in here just to video what I say so they can snip and clip it and make them some content because, most of these YouTubers have no content. None, none whatsoever. And then the way they get their content is they'll go over to another YouTuber that has content and has people having fun and all that in their chats. And then they'll snip and clip and make them a shit video and put it up and get, a few little views on it, just so they can have content. I think it's kind of stupid, but like I told them, snip me and clip me all you want. Hell, you know. Actually, it helps me. It really does help me. It helps my channel more than it hurts it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just laughing about it, okay? Because oh, I know. I need to clean this yard up here. Um, I don't know. It's a mess, and I want to do something with this place. I'd really wish Shorty would move the fuck out and move on, but you know, get her out of here so I could do something with my place here. Maybe I could do her like Sam did that cat when he wanted to get rid of that cat. He tied it to the bumper of his car, because it was pregnant and he didn't want to have a whole shitload of kittens riding around in his stink mobile. And so he tied it to the bumper of his car and he drug her. That was Jasmine Kitty. But he seriously did this, you know. But Well, the only thoughts they share is when they're talking bad about other people for no reason. People that ain't even in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched Scammy last night. He's sitting there in his shitmobile, and and he was talking shit about people that wasn't even in that chat. I mean, they were not even there. I got to do my nails today too. I got to strip my paw. Oh God, I broke one, two, three, three. I broke three nails in the last couple weeks. Now I've got three. I've got nubs and I've got really long nails. But anyway, I've got to strip them and do them. I've just got I got things I got to do. I need to check all my fluids on my vehicle today too, because I know I need oil and antifreeze, which I don't have any money to get anyway. So that's why I don't. But I still got to check it. That's the thing. You got to check it even if you ain't got something to put back in it. I don't know. I don't know if you drive or not, but it's a headache. Upkeep on the vehicle. But if I didn't upkeep my vehicle, I wouldn't have nothing to sleep in when I'm out driving around on the road. So it's two of one, half a dozen of another. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? That was old Scammy Sammy. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. He did do that, and he rides around in his stinkmobile in Crescent City, California, because he's on probation, and he's on probation because he was resisting arrest, and he fell on top of a what do they call those? A park ranger, and hurt this park ranger lady. She was trying to pull him out of his car, and he weighs about 400 pounds. And anyway, during the struggle of him trying to resist arrest, he fell on top of her and hurt her. So now he's sitting in California on probation and can't even leave. And then he stalked Dog Lips, my friend Dog Lips. He trolled him in real life. He videoed him till Dog Lips just about took his last breath. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. He stalked him, he followed him, he trailed him, he trolled him until he was found dead, you know. But he wants to exonerate himself from all this shit he's done and all the shit he's done to other people. But he wants you to think he's the victim. He's the victim now. Do not mistake this. He's the victim, and he wants to be exonerated. I tell him to get fucked and exonerate himself out of the world. Oh, Amanda, I got something to tell you. Um, you know what that rebel told me yesterday? Hey, get this one. Rebel, right? He came in my chat, started calling me names. Get this. And then he told me that I should uh, put a rope around my neck, stand on a chair, and jump. I said, I tell you what, dude. I said, I'll bet you get on that chair and you stand there and you jump way before I ever attempt it. You know, I'm not suicidal. I wonder why that nut job is going around telling people to commit suicide. And then get this one now. So shitbag stinking Sammy takes and clips my video and says that I'm telling this guy to commit suicide. When he came into this chat, right, my channel, telling me to put the rope around my neck, get on a chair and jump, right? And so I was making fun of him, copycatting him. Well, Sam clips it and puts it up like I'm trying to encourage this guy to go commit suicide. I'm not kidding. Go look on his shitbag channel. You'll see. Oh yeah, he makes a video about me at least once or twice a week or more. Me and Nikki, Stella and Nikki. Oh, Stella and Nikki did it. Stella and Nikki did it. Stella and Nikki are the bad guys. Exactly, Goff. Yeah. And then you got one saying shit then you got the other. In other words, one lies and the other vouches for it, right? I mean, how can you can't make this shit up, girls. Here, I can drop my deal, my link. I forgot to drop it. No, I think I dropped it earlier. I'm not sure. In case any of y'all want to come up and visit. The hell, I'm having this hard time. I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go down tomorrow and make ATT give me a new phone. There we go. Because I'm having a really hard time with this phone. It's giving me shit headaches lately, huh? So anyway, so that's pretty much it, the gist of it. We've got some really good people in our communities, in all of our communities. You know what I'm saying? And there's some really, really super great people. And then you got some really, really super fucking shitbags, that need to do whatever it is they're going to do in life and get on with it, right? Hmm. But yeah, this coffee's pretty dang good. Oh, well, get this. Exactly, Pangy. He'll never be exonerated. Amanda, my sister died a couple months ago, and Sam took her photo and used it for his icon. My dead sister don't even come in YouTube. Has never been in YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've got a 96 model E250 XL, and I've just converted it into my living quarters. It's not much, ain't nothing to brag about. I've got solar power and my basic stuff I need, but I'm comfortable in here. I do have a comfortable bed though. I didn't squinch on my bed. I wanted to make sure at least I got a comfortable place to lay down and rest my head at night. But well, thanks, Amanda. Yeah, but you know what I told Sam? You know what I told him? I said, "Look, dude, she's dead, and my sister don't give two fucks about you. And if you want to be her, I said she doesn't care. She's dead. She's gone, and she don't care if you wear her picture." I said, "In fact, I'll do you a solid." I said, "If you want," I said, "I'll send you one of her nice dresses and a pair of some pretty dangly earrings and and some pretty heels to go with it." And I said, "You can even dress just like her." I said, "I will send you her some of her personal belongings, you know, and then you can be her." He got real mad about that. That he took her picture down. So then he was sporting my photo, right, as his icon. And then, hey, Happy, how you doing, little girl? Good to see ya. That's my happy Nikki, my little happy Nikki. But anyway, oh yeah, get this one. Get this one now. So Sam is sporting my icon. Is his icon my picture, right? Is his icon. And he usually uses my mugshot most of the time. Anyway, so he gets out of the stink mobile, right, to go check on his dog or something. And by the time he gets back to the vehicle to get back in it, he can't breathe. And the first thing he starts doing is trying to get my picture off of his icon, right? And he couldn't do it. I don't know if he got nervous or what. He knows how to do that shit. But he started hollering for somebody to help him get my icon off his picture. What's really weird is as soon as he took my picture off his icon, he could breathe again. I mean, he could not breathe at all. His breath was gone out of him. Yeah, Gothy, she was just on what do you call that? Um, that's anyway. whatever it is that they put life support. She was on life support for about 6 weeks, and then they thought she got better, right? She was breathing good and all that, and all her signs and symptoms were good. So they unhooked her from it, and about 2 hours later, um, they had to hook her back up again. As soon as they hooked her back up, she died, that's weirder than hell too. So I can't wait till Stinkbag Sam, because he's heading in that direction. His leg's rotting off. He's got a oozing freaking thing on his leg. It's turning black. But I got news for you, Sam. Yukon wouldn't even go to the hospital when her husband was dying, so she ain't gonna come. Ain't nobody gonna be there with you, Sam. You're gonna die alone. You're gonna die very much alone, dude. Nobody's gonna be there with you, because nobody's even gonna give a fuck. And you're never gonna be exonerated, by the way. And never. Mhm. Yes, I'm just being uglier, Nikki, or Happy Nikki, rather. I like to make sure I'm specifying who I'm speaking to here. Um, oh yeah, my life is always a roller coaster, golf. I'm not kidding. My life is always basically hell in a handbasket. But yeah, I decided I should just be ugly to some people that deserve it this week, and so that's what I'm doing. Oh, it's called Adventures with Mr. MR and Sammy. That's the name of his channel. But he's got 50,000 troll names, but that's his uh that's his main channel. He mostly goes around and harasses other people's channels. Every once in a while he'll do something on his. Not very often. But yeah, I feel like being a bitch this week. I really do. So anybody that wants needs somebody uh for me to be a bitch to, just let me know, because my I don't have a very long list. I've only got maybe 5 people that I really can't stand, and the rest of them I just tolerate in my shit people. Well, we call him Shit Bucket Sam, and he rides around in what the B is his minivan. We call it the Stinkmobile. Oh, well, it's mostly the same. It's all the same shit bags that I talk about when I talk on my stream, that me and the other Nikki talk about anyway. So I don't bother him, and I really don't even bother that whatever his name is, Rebel. You know, he's the one that came over here telling me to put a rope around my neck and get up on a chair and jump, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was the only one being nice to that dude. And then all of a sudden he come over here going crazy on me for no reason. And I said, okay, I'll bite. I'll bite. I'll play your game. But I guarantee you'll be the one on that chair with a rope around your neck jumping way before I do it. Hell, I'm too old to even get on a chair. And I'll go laugh every time I see his mama smacking the shit out of him on his live stream from now on. I'll go in there, hit him once for me, Mom. He's got a good mom, though. She will knock the fuck out of him right on his when he's live streaming. I've seen her do it numerous times. He lives with his mama, a grown ass man living with his mama. Hey, and then mama has to smack the fuck out of him to keep him in line. Oh, he's definitely a big troll gothic. And not only that, hey, never let him on your panel. He has sat in my basement and showed me his penis so many times it's not funny. But he expects to be exonerated, right? That's what he wants to be exonerated from that. But I tell you what, I've seen that mole on his penis that looks like a tick so many times it's not funny. I've seen his anus. He shows his anus. He shows his penis, but he wants to be exonerated. He got real bent because Andrew from Drama Dome was in my channel the other day. Yeah, well, might have been yesterday, I believe it was. He was having a conniption fit because he thinks that Andrew and AC and Asmer are going to take me out, and then he's going to toss them to the side like they're garbage. That's what he said himself. But he took that live stream down that he said it on, so I really don't have the proof on that. I don't have my receipt. So this dude spends every second of every living moment of every day sitting in the shipmobile, snipping and clipping, screenshotting people's videos, right? To collect evidence to exonerate himself from the shit that he himself has done. He is. He's mentally ill. Well, he's actually supposed to be on psychomeds now, right? Because the court ordered him to go see the psychiatrist. But he was supposed to be on 4 different psychomeds, which he wasn't, and he wasn't seeing a psychiatrist before he fell on that park ranger and hurt her and got put on probation. See, so no, that dude, he needs to be locked up, honestly, in a padded room where he can't harm anyone. He can't harm himself. He needs a straitjacket if they make one that big. I'm not sure. He weighed about 400 pounds or more, maybe 450. I don't know. He's huge. He's huge. I need to, hang on a minute, because, let me go log in my YouTube real quick because I wanted to give Gothy her wrench. Hang on a minute, y'all, because I don't want nobody timing her out. I don't think she has a wrench. Gothic, you don't have a wrench yet, do you, honey? I'm going to go get you one, though. If you give me just a minute to sign my YouTube in. Well, that's the way I look at it, Happy. If they're coming at me, they're leaving somebody else alone. Yeah. Hey, if what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go make a slideshow with photos of all my dead relatives. That way they can steal the pictures if they want. Right? I think that'd be good of me. But hang on a second. Oh, and thank you, Soul, very much, honey. Well, yeah, hang on though. Give me just a second. Okay, I got you covered, Gothic. I wasn't. I was busy with my coffee and making cigarettes and yapping this morning, and I forgot to even log my YouTube up so I could make sure my people that I don't want blocked out of here get a wrench. Because I went through the other day and unblocked everybody that had been blocked in here. So if you're lurking and think you were blocked, you've been unblocked. By the way, everybody except those porn people, the porn scammer links things. I've got a bunch of those in my block list. But I took all the regular people out because most of them I didn't know who they were anyway. So I took them out in case they were somebody that weren't supposed to be blocked. Oh, are you leaving, Amanda? Oh, okay. That's a good idea, though, going back to bed. I'm going to sit and elevate my foot today after I get these cigarettes rolled. My swelling in my foots went down a little bit last night because I slept with it propped up. So we'll see if it gets better today. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm drinking coffee, you guys. I already had breakfast, but I'm drinking coffee, rolling cigarettes, smoking a cigarette. But I need to make, actually, I need to roll a lot of cigarettes today. I need to roll enough for the next 2 days because I'm going to be super busy tomorrow and the next day. And I'm not sure if I get time in the morning, I'll try to go live again. And if I don't, then it's going to be um, Wednesday. Because Tuesday I won't have time at all to go live, period. Hmm. So we're gonna sit here and make a couple of cigarettes. Yeah, see, and I couldn't even last night, I couldn't even stay on people's panels. It was making me robot and act all, just sound terrible. And I don't know, I think something or someone might have been in my phone because this morning it's just fine. Have y'all not noticed how just fine it is this morning? Thank you, Soul. Yeah, I got that, honey. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really needed that too. I seriously did. I would explain everything to you, but I don't have I don't think I'm in contact with you personally outside of YouTube. So, and it's something that I'm not putting out on YouTube. So, if you're one of my close personal friends, then you were most likely notified. No, it was not a good weekend. Let's put it that way at all. It was terrible, babe. It was horrible. But I'll maybe one day I'll tell you about it in here, but not anytime soon. So that basically I'm being an evil bitch this week just because I can. Alrighty. I guess a lot of my people must have went back to bed on me. I guess I'll just sit here and wait for some people to come in and chat. Sometimes that's just how it is. People don't like to chat. Sometimes they just like to watch. And I don't know what I'm doing. Sitting here half cocked doing stuff. I need a drink of water though. I need to go in there and get some ice and make me some ice water. Oh, that's great. Man, I don't even think we have rain in our forecast forever. All I've seen is triple digit hot, humid temperatures, and that's all I've seen or foresee coming this direction in the south. Mid south. I figured, uh, shitbag would be up rolling his stinkmobile already this morning, hunting a new place to park. I figured he'd be in here harassing me by now. Where you at, Stinky? And oh my God, those bat wings. I was haunted all night ever since I saw that. Thank you, Nikki. I love you too. No, oh my God, she showed me those freaking bat wings, and I think I had nightmares last night from it. I was just seeing these bat wings coming over my face. But I truly think, I don't know, you know, physical education teachers, you'd think they would be in some kind of physical condition and not flabby. You think they would be at least solid. You're not going to believe this. I haven't even got one pack. All this time I've been rolling, and I have not got one pack of cigarettes rolled yet. I mean, I'm serious. I still got like four more to roll to have a whole pack. I'm just putting along slow. Glenn, good morning. How are you doing? Good to see you. Are the trolls leaving you alone this week, honey? The only one really I've had over here trying to aggravate me is that rebel. He wants me to put a rope around my neck and get on a chair and jump. That's nice of him, ain't it? To wish that upon somebody. Or actually, he told me to do it. But Stinkbag turned it around like I'm the one that said it to him when he's the one that came in my chat telling me that. See, these people ain't got no brains. I think what it is when God was handing out brains, they thought they said trains, and they said, "No, thank you, I don't need a train." And so now they have no brains. I'm gonna run inside in a minute though. I'm gonna get me a cup of ice because I would rather have iced coffee than what I'm drinking. I just don't like hot coffee. I never have. I like cold coffee. And I gotta go. There's some ice in the thing in the freezer in here a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But I'm gonna take a couple drinks in there and put them in to get them cold for later. I know, isn't that odd? I think his mama needs to smack the shit out of him again on his live stream is what needs to happen. And he's just like Stinky Sam. He sits there and plays the victim after all the shit he does to people, Glenn. Seriously. He sits there and plays the victim. When he's the one doing it, Scammy Sammy does the same shit over and over and over and over. It's like on a daily freaking basis. Okay, finally, I have a pack of cigarettes rolled. One. I need to roll. I got to roll a bunch though. So Oh, I'm about to drop my freaking cigarette tubes. I dropped one on the ground. No, I'm just laughing at him. Happy is what it is. Actually, it's I enjoy laughing at people and their stupidity anyway. You know that, but and it just makes my day brighter. He might come in here in a little bit if we're lucky, and maybe he'll come up with something new for me to jump off of, like a step ladder, or you know, uh, I don't know, maybe a witch's broom or something. Hell, I don't know. I'm sure he might come change it up and figure out a new way that he wants me to kill myself today. And here's the problem, is I don't even know why he did it, Happy. I have no idea. I really don't. Because I tried to be nice to him and tolerate him and pacify him, and, you know, the whole 9 yards, right? And then, bam, he comes in here flying off the wall like a cuckoo clock. I mean, I was nice to him. I even gave him a wrench, and nobody will give him a wrench. I even gave him a wrench over here. And I seriously was just, you know, pacifying him. Basically, I knew everybody hated him. Everybody hates him. Hell, even PDF hates him. That ain't saying much, but well, hello, rebels. That's you.
Show on your chat. Well, come on now.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
How are you today?
Not too bad yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm just making some cigarettes and drinking coffee.
Yeah. Hey, I think Rebel does that to everybody. Honestly.
Really? Well, see, I
Yeah.
don't really know him, but I really have tried to pacify him, because I mean, I've seen his mama smacking all dog shit out of him, many
Yeah.
times, not just once, many times on his live stream. And I
Three
thought,
times.
I kind of felt sorry for that guy. And then he just comes and goes Fruit Loop cookie on me out of the blue.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't get the memo.
Everybody in chat. Yeah. No, he did the same thing. Well, I don't know if you were watching Crafties lately, but he he he,
Yeah,
he,
I watch her sometimes.
he
I
did the
usually go in and
same
keep an eye
thing.
on hers when she's stepping away and stuff.
He did the same thing over there, pretty much to her. Just because she was away from the panel for a minute and that, and he
Right.
had fell in the basement. He started tripping out and saying that she wouldn't let him up. And I even tried to tell her a few times my mic wasn't working. Then when I got my mic working, then it was, oh, no, no, no more chances. And you know what I mean? So fuck it. He had given me a wrench over at his on his one of his channels in that, and then just because of all of that, he took it back away. So,
He did the
fuck it.
same thing, but the
Yeah,
only reason I took his wrench away over here
Oh,
was
Stella.
because he'll go in there and start blocking people and stuff. Hey, Glenn, how you
hey,
doing, honey?
hey, Glenn,
Yeah.
how you doing,
Hello,
bud?
Tim. I'm doing good. Well, I want to tell you now, I'm surprised he didn't call you a pedophile.
Oh no, no.
I always
Well,
hear.
that's
Trust me, he called everybody else, won't include me.
no. Well,
Yeah.
they call. Well, over here they'll call you a chomo supporter. You know,
Oh
kind of
well,
like that,
shit
kind of like
happened.
PDF and that mousy dude, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
but over here that's what they'll call you as a, you know, if they're
Well,
trying to get under your skin, they don't call you a pedophile, they call you a chomo supporter. Ah,
yeah. Well, no offense to you or anybody else's panel I go on. I don't support anybody. I just go and speak to people and question what's going on. And I'm a curious person, right?
yeah, you're a curious George, and that's fine. I welcome new people. I do. I pride myself on that. A lot of these channels don't want to accept new people into their community or their chats or whatever.
Yeah.
But me, I'm trying to welcome new people in, and I like to give people a platform to come up and speak whatever's on their mind and
Yeah.
comment on whatever's being talked about, as long as they're not porn bombing, doxing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff. I try to shy away from that stuff, right? I've
Well,
seen it
I
happen all
well,
the time. Go ahead, Glenn.
well,
Go ahead.
then I usually do that. But you
All right.
got these dumbass won't come at you and try and dox you. Well, guess what? We told like Con. Hell yeah, I doxed that motherfucker. No part
Who?
of my language.
Who, Glenn?
The retard Con. No ass whip.
Oh,
The one we've
okay.
been talking about. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
That motherfucker, he dog. It don't matter what he
Yeah.
dox you. He dox you family. He dox
Mm.
you kids.
Well,
But
he can't he can't dox me. You know why? Because I hand my phone number, my name, my address. I give it to everybody.
yeah.
I'm just hoping they'll send gifts. When I give them the address, and call me every once in a while, send me a Christmas card, that kind of thing. So I
Yeah.
hand mine
well,
out like it's
guess
candy.
what?
Yeah,
Well,
but your
guess
address changes all the time, though, doesn't it?
No,
When
I've
you
got
move
stable
around.
addresses,
Oh,
but
okay,
I've
okay.
been several locations. I've got stable addresses in several locations. I'm always moving around, but I always check back at these points because I get gifts in all of them. Every time
Yeah.
I get somewhere, I got gifts in my box. So
Uh, nothing wrong with that, I guess. Right?
yeah,
As long as it
well,
doesn't.
women love gifts. They do.
Yeah. Oh, as long as it doesn't blow up when you open it, you're okay, right?
Oh, well, like, okay, and I haven't, listen, Glenn, hang on, have you seen Cammed Up Caveman lately?
No, no. I've seen him in some chats, but it's a rare occasion. I don't. I think maybe he's shying away from the YouTube world. Maybe taking a break. No. Hi, Nikki.
Good
Or
morning,
yeah, hi,
y'all.
Nikki.
But
I
anyway,
wasn't sure there at
no,
first.
Cammed Up Caveman sent me a lead penis. I just love that man. No, and
Oh, what?
he sent me a trot line. No, he sends me gifts. He's a really sweet guy. I love that guy. That's
He
why I was
sent her a
asking because I
penis.
have
Yes, you
not.
heard that right. He
A
sent her a penis. You heard it
Yeah,
right.
okay.
I
Yeah.
know you were trying to think you heard it wrong, but no, he sent her a
no,
penis.
it's a lead penis.
Okay. Okay. I won't ask again. I heard it several times enough.
I love I love to say words like that every once in a while because I don't use vulgar words very often. I don't curse a lot. So when I
And
do
that's
it, it
not a
has an
vulgar one, though.
impact,
It's a really nice one.
Well, hey, it's unusual to hear it coming from Glenn unless he's really upset. So there's something going on for sure with Glenn.
Well, I think everybody has some strong feelings when it comes to that particular young man. I
Yeah.
think that one of the biggest problems out here is people keep calling him a kid. And so it gets excused in a lot of minds as childlike behavior. He's like 32 years old. He is not a kid.
Yeah.
He suffers from mental trauma. Look how his mother treats him. I am praying. He goes to court next month. I am praying that he takes a guilty plea and the judge orders him get help, because I
Yeah.
think if he got help for his traumas, when he's stable, I've had some really great conversations with that young man. He's
Yeah.
not he's not a lost cause. He's just not mentally stable, and people will push him,
Why
and then
does
he
he stay
takes it out
living with
on
her,
Happy? Excuse
the
me. People who treat him well.
Well, why does he
Well,
stay living with his mother? If I mean, I've seen her smack him around. Don't get me
Stockholm
wrong.
syndrome. Have you
Why does he stay there?
it's not just the people
Maybe
that hitting him. It's Stockholm syndrome. He has had a traumatic childhood with that woman and has never grown out of it. He needs to be away from her, and I hope the judge orders that.
it's possible that maybe. Well, I don't know about him, but I know when I was
There he
younger, I
is. Hey,
tried to get a
Reb.
job. Too impossible to get a job, right?
He's
Because
in the
you're
chat.
who's in the chat? Rebel? Oh,
Rebel. Yeah.
Rebel. Yeah, we're talking about you, Rebel. You gonna come up and talk with us? We want to know why you act this way.
I
Over
really
well,
Hope
I'm
you
with
want
don't
you
him to
right
walk
die. I
there.
just
oversimple
out
hope he gets the
and
help he
leave and
needs
go
so
get
that
your
he
own
doesn't have
place.
to act this way.
yeah, but
And
over simple
Well, I'm
things
with you
though,
right there.
right?
Sitting here, I know I ain't talking behind his back. Only
Yeah.
thing I gotta say is he not too well damn retard fucktoad.
Oh,
well, I won't
Because
sign on to that.
he always talking about somebody behind their back, Dotsonal. He always doing a retard bullshit.
Well, I just hope, Rebel, that once you get my address and everything, I'm sure I'll give it to you eventually. But gifts, and I love Christmas cards too. I like the glittery, sparkly ones that have a lot of glitter. I do. Well, I'm just letting him know what I like, and I like thongs, especially thongs that are glittery and sparkly. If it's sparkly, I love it. Okay. I'm
a
just letting you
shiny
know what I
thumb.
like. That way
She's
he
a
knows what
bling
to
girl,
bring me.
guys.
Yeah.
Get out your bedazzles.
As
Yes,
long
I
as
want
they're
to be.
not
Yes,
rhinestones. You
yes,
want
Rebel. Please
rhinestones.
bedazzle me. Just
Yes, get out.
send me bedazzlement.
hey
Thank you.
hey
What?
I don't want nobody to get mad at. I don't want y'all to get mad at me, but I'm addressing the retard here. Hey, retard, did Mary hair blow out, or did let's see, did Alice have
Glenn,
some
I'm gonna
tires?
ask you to
Glenn,
do me. I'm
I
asking you to
still
do
want to
me a
know that
favor.
question.
Can you
Glenn, I thought
switch?
you didn't like that word.
Yeah, can you switch to asshole or jerk or any other word and not use
Asshole.
that word, please? Please
What
don't
Okay.
use
about
the R
gooseburger?
word. That one
I like
really
the word
bothers me.
gooseburger. That's a really nice word.
Goofburger, yeah, I like that too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he don't have no problem calling people retard. Why not call him one?
And that's fine. So you want to be at his level? You want to sink
Hey,
down
you
to the level of a
people.
Oh
fool where
no,
he can beat you
I
with
don't go sink worse
experience.
than him. I want to sink lower. I don't give a shit because these dumbass they won't fucking come at me. Well, guess what? I go lower than they will. He knows it.
Well, I want to know if he wants to come and visit me or not. I
So
like meeting YouTubers.
Stella, is you people wrenched? Can you ask him to clear those comments? Because if you don't, Rebel's trying to dox his own shit so that he can flag your stream, hun.
Hey, I'm modding and blocking.
I can't go into the chat when we're up here, but I think you people is down there.
Yeah. I seen him
Did,
there.
Oh, it looks like it
did
Glimmer
got
you
taken
tongues,
care
he
of.
did
said,
you take your range
was
away?
his last
Somebody took care
comment.
of it.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna ask him a question, but I guess he
I
can't
gotta
answer unless he
refresh
comes
my
up.
channel. Hey, I'll be back, you guys. My comment box disappeared, but I'll be
What?
right
Okay.
back. I
Okay.
Okay.
timed him out. Let me go make sure it worked first. Hang
Yeah,
on.
It
he's
says he's
timed out.
timed out.
Yeah, the
Okay.
messages are deleted.
Okay. But I still need to. Oh, wait. Never mind. My chat came back. Okay.
There you
When I
go.
went over and flip flopped it, it did that.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
Well,
no,
I think he should be welcome to share his opinion, but he shouldn't be trying to dox himself in order to flag you. That's pretty
Mm.
childish.
Well, I just hope that he
yeah.
sends me gifts.
Yeah. Hey, no, I just wanted to ask him is is if he has a problem with keeping patience, because a lot of times I've noticed he just goes flying off the rocker over little things in life, like on YouTube. You know what I mean?
I
And
didn't do
then
anything to him. I
no,
never
no,
said a
no,
bad
no,
word
no, no,
about
no,
him.
no, no.
Ever.
I'm not
Uh,
saying you,
it,
No, I'm just
but
I,
saying. And he went
it's
cockeyed sideways, telling me to
oh
put a rope around my neck and climb up on a chair and jump.
So
yeah, but
hey, you want to hear what's
why though?
funny?
Why is what I'm wondering.
Uh, and y'all want to
Because
Right?
hear
he's
what's funny?
psycho.
What's
So
that, Glenn?
unfortunately, Danny, he probably doesn't even know why himself. Most people who suffer from childhood trauma and carry it into adulthood don't even realize why they act the way they do. And afterwards, quite often they're ashamed and don't know how to deal with it. And that's why I keep praying, and I've lit several candles and let them burn out in the hopes that when he sees the judge, he goes and gets some help. Because I really think his biggest problem is trauma, because whenever something triggers his trauma, he just goes, and it
But
doesn't even have to be something mean. He
Happy's
just
been in
goes
my chat
off
every day.
the
She knows
handle.
I've always treated him good,
That's
even
what I
when
mean. It doesn't
everybody
have
else
to be
was
something mean,
shit bucking him.
Stella. It could be a polite. I
Uh,
was
uh,
saying very polite things about him on Anarchic Chick's panel one day, and he came up and went off on me. It doesn't have to be mean. It's whatever triggers his trauma, and I don't even
Yeah.
think he knows what his triggers are himself yet to deal
hey,
with them.
well,
And
you know what?
funniest thing, just that, Glenn. I want to say something right quick. Funniest thing is, an Arctic chick was over in his room yesterday evening at night, talking with him about what was going on and stuff, and she's the only one that was modded in his room, right? Like, so they must be getting along or
Well,
something.
that's the thing. That's the thing, Stella. Is him and Anarchic Chick will she does her best to please him and be kind to him and be nice to him, even when he's doxed her family, even when he's porn bombed her. She still doesn't say mean things about him. She's very polite, and he still does those things to her. So my thought is, it doesn't matter if you're nice or mean. There's something there triggering, and hopefully he figures out what it is for himself. Because at 32 years old, he's a good way into life, and that's a pretty miserable life to live, to constantly be triggered.
Maybe
Well,
he doesn't have a
is
way
he
out of
is
where
he on
he's
any
at.
kind of drugs? Is he on like
Exactly,
meth
Danny, and
or
that's
heroin?
that's
Is
why
he
I'm
doing
hoping the
street
judge
drugs?
orders him out of the situation he's in to try and improve his life. That I
He acts
really
like
am.
somebody that's on street drugs to me. I'll be honest.
Well, he smokes a little bit of pot once in a while,
Yeah,
but
I'm
there's
not
a lot
talking
of
about
people that
pot.
do.
That's
Yeah,
medicinal.
I
I'm
really
talking
don't think
street
it's drugs,
drugs.
Stella. I don't
Huh?
I see there are people out here, I'll agree with you that there are drugs being used on stream, but I don't think it's drugs with him. After seeing how his relationship is with his mother, and one statement really got me, his slip up of calling her his woman and then his mother. I think she has traumatized him. I think he needs to get away from that environment. But that's just an opinion. I am not a medical doctor. This is not medical advice. I am not a psychotherapist.
Exactly.
Psychotherapists cannot do anything until they see you in person. And I just hope he gets to see one in person.
Yeah, maybe that's another thing that's it's bothering him. Maybe he has to go or something. Know what I
He
mean?
says
And
he's
he
in the
doesn't go.
basement, Stella. I just saw that.
No, I'm not allowing him up here. He'll porn
Okay.
bomb me. He'll porn
Just
bomb
put a
me.
banner
No,
over the top.
Yeah,
Just
put
put
a
a
because he's
banner.
mad at
Stella.
me.
We
I
are
He's
wouldn't
mad
talking
allow
at me,
him
about him
up
Daddy.
after all.
anyways. No,
Stella,
get
just put a banner over top.
get
He's
this. This dumb motherfucker sit there and
Yeah,
said,
no,
I
he's already been in my
blackmailing him.
chat trying
oh,
to set me up to get struck. No, he can't come up here. He's going to have to sit and talk to you from the chat today. I mean, I've let him on my panel many times, but
yeah.
today he's not allowed because today is one of those days when he's having an episode and he's subject to porn bomb. Okay, now you can let him up when he's not
Yeah,
having
I see what you're saying.
what
Look
I
at the
call an
private chat
episode.
now. I wouldn't let him up either with the private chat now. If
No,
he
that's
if he
what I'm
wanted to
saying.
have a
There's times
conversation,
when you
that's
can
one
let him
thing.
up, and
But
there's times when you can't. Okay,
Oh,
you have to be
well,
selective with him.
hey, dum. You gonna steal your chumbo name like you did me? Oh,
That's
come up
okay.
with something new.
Boys, oh
Hey,
boys,
let
oh
Ellen
boys,
go
oh
beat you
boys.
some more, dum.
Yeah, the KYS thing I
Well,
can't tolerate. Anybody who says that is really feeling low. And Rebel, please get some help. Please
it,
do something to feel better because you obviously don't feel good.
I
Hey,
tried.
Stella.
Yes.
You know, you remember what I just said a while ago? What one thing he called you?
Oh, I don't even look at stuff like that in private chat.
He called you what I said.
No,
Well,
I don't
he
pay
called
no attention to
everybody else
that.
one.
Rebel, if you're having those
Hey,
kind
you
of
know what's
thoughts,
funny?
if you're having those kind of thoughts about yourself or anybody else, I
Um,
recommend that
well,
you get in touch with a
Happy, I was given
psychotherapist.
a message. Um, Actually, it wasn't from anybody on YouTube, but Rebel, will you please go read Proverbs 7, verse 4?
Oh, hey, no, wait. See, he gonna go, tell somebody to go shoot themselves.
No,
Hang on,
I
I
don't know.
got one better
I
for
don't
you,
even know what
Abel.
verse is. But go read it, whatever it is. It was given to me. I get things sent to me and given to me, and this is not even from a YouTuber, by the way. And we need him to go read that.
Hey, hang on. See, you want to tell people go shoot
What does it
themselves? Why
say?
don't you go
Proverbs
swallow the
7, verse
shotgun
4.
yourself, bitch?
Proverbs
uh,
7, verse 4. I don't know what that one is, but whatever it is, it's for you.
I think our little poor little Costa Contino mad this morning.
Yeah, he's having an episode. That's definitely. But I've got great grandbabies, little bitty ones, and I've got a little one that's just barely a little over a year old, and he doesn't throw tantrums like this. The one that's 2 and 3. I've got babies of all ages, right? None of those little babies throw tantrums like I've seen grown up adults do on YouTube.
I I just find myself in the position to pray for a lot of people because there but
Did
for
you
the
look
grace
that
of
up,
God go I.
Happy? What was that
what?
Proverbs? What did it say?
Who?
The Proverbs that
Oh, I don't
that
know.
was given to give to him. I don't even know what it is. I can't look it up because I've got my stream going. See?
After this, but the problem is,
Yeah, I'm sorry, soul, that you are um struggling right now. Big ol' hug to you.
yeah. But Rebel, if people are stating facts, okay, and not saying nothing about doxing or anything like that, just stating facts from what they observed, right? There's no reason to be calling people names. You can call
Well,
me all the names in the book too, whatever. I'm not sticking up for nobody. I'm not going to stick up for you. I'm not going to stick up for Stella. I'm not sticking up for nobody. I'm just telling you what I'm saying.
I pasted it in the
hey,
private chat for you, Stella.
Oh,
you
okay.
know what
Well, do
funny?
I have to read the other 20 something messages from him?
Well, I can
No.
read it out loud, but they keep talking over me and my mic doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
go
Read
ahead.
it out loud.
Go ahead,
That's what
Nikki.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
hear.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight.
There you go. I'm telling you, that was given to me, not by a YouTuber. It was given to me. That's for you, Reb.
Yeah, I found a lot of cause to pray for people lately, and having spent a few days not on here at all, like I've spent maybe an hour max per day the last week because I've been so freaking busy. Like I pop into chats and I disappear because we've been working on that greenhouse, and I realized that most of the people that I get myself angry at, it's really something about myself in them. And so I've been like doing a lot of introspection, and boy does Rebel make me sad. because of that instead of angry anymore.
I know, but he should have listened to what you just read to him, and he should have be taking it to heart. And instead, he's saying ugly things in the chat to you.
Well, that's what I mean is I've said nice things. I've sat here and I've said that hopefully
Okay.
he gets some help. I've tried to be polite. I don't call him names, and he still comes at me. So to
May I
me,
interject? May I
yeah, go ahead.
interject here? Maybe those are things he doesn't want to hear at the moment, and it just triggers him even more, right?
Hey, it won't matter. What you do, you sit there and be minding your own business, be talking to somebody, and he still flies off the wall like that.
Yeah.
And you know what was? Hell, he a while back, he came on my panel, and I tried to tell him, try to be nice to him, telling you, hey, if you change, if you be nice and quit going after people, hell, people might quit coming after him. He told me, blackmailing.
What?
Yeah, and I try to be nice to little cop weasel.
Yeah, Red Road. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's
I
been a
don't know
lot
if
of
it's so
stuff, but
much that
mental
there's
mental illness is one of the biggest ones.
I don't know that there's so much more of them, or that they're more active in their misbehaviors. I think it's more noticeable because they were always in the shadows, and the rest of us have been forced into the shadows with them because of the virus thing. Like, I think
Yeah,
staying at home put a lot more people on the internet.
right. Well, yeah, it did. That definitely did happen. And good morning, Red Road, honey.
Come on, everybody. Well, he can't really. I want to tell you this, and I want to tell you this, and I know this for a fact. And because I don't have a dad, okay, and y'all see how I treat everybody else. I try to treat everybody with respect, and but there's some people, like Rebel, like Connie is, well, I don't care. No, I
Well,
won't.
I mean, well, I think he got started off in life wrong because he got named Connie. It's kind of like, remember that song, A Boy Named Sue?
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of him, only it's a boy named Connie.
I don't know. Connie is actually a pretty common name for boys. I know some people think it's strange, but it's actually Constance, Constantino. I have several people I know who go by Connie who are boys. It's not new to me. So I don't,
Huh.
because I live
Yeah.
in a
Everybody,
predominantly
I mean, I
Hispanic
know back
area.
in the day, Connie was a popular name back in the 70s, back when I was growing up.
Yeah,
And,
they are older
and
men.
they were
They
all
are older
women,
men.
they were all female.
Well, I know men who are named Constance or Constantino, uh,
Yeah, but
and they go
that's
by Connie.
foreign. I'm trying to think what country that is. They do name their males that in some of these other
Well,
foreign
like I said, I
countries.
live in a predominantly Hispanic state, so Constantino is not an uncommon name,
Yeah,
and
not
Connie
no,
isn't
not
either.
Now,
Hispanic. It's something else where they name them Constance a lot. It's
The
maybe Italian. I
maybe
don't remember.
Italians, the Romans did it.
Tupac,
It's
how you doing?
it's an old name. I think maybe what
Yes,
happened that started him off wrong in life is being born to a mother who is obviously not stable herself.
yeah.
She was
Somebody
very
came in here
abusive to
yesterday,
him. But
Tupac, and they go, "Oh, white Tupac's over on his panel talking shit about you." I said, "He just wants me to come over there and sit on his lap." I love me some Tupac. He's in my chat. Yeah, no, people come. That's what they do. They want to put that wedge in, try to divide you up, and so they'll go over there and they'll tell Tupac I'm over here talking shit about him. Then they'll come to my channel and tell me, "Oh, Tupac's over there talking shit about you." But I laugh at them because see, I know that game. You know, I'm not playing it. I'm not biting that hook because
Yeah.
I know
Well,
Tupac wasn't doing that.
I was just trying to read what he had put there in the chat. I'm just catching up now. My computer had
Oh, Reb,
fucked up on me for a second. Yeah. Okay,
Reb, you're
well,
the one that
Rebel.
told me to commit. Listen, look here. Now, look. He came in my chat, told me to get up on a freaking chair, put a rope around my neck, and jump. Now, who's telling who to attempt suicide?
I have the screenshot from private chat right now where he told me to get on a chair, put a rope around my neck, and jump. I literally have it
He
in
told me, yeah, he was telling
screenshotted
me that
from the
all day
chat
Hey,
yesterday.
right now.
Hey, can I say something here right quick? Rebel, when
Yep.
people are down, they don't usually lash out and tell people to go hang themselves and shit like that, okay? There's something that's triggering you and you're not letting us know. No offense, but
Nobody can help him because he won't let them. Because everybody's trying. You know, they've
Yeah, we
tried.
can't be
I've
mindful
seen it.
or
I've seen it
loving.
for like a year now. I've watched it. People have tried to help him, and he just don't let them. He don't want it. You know, I don't know.
well,
We can't
in
be
private
mindful
and,
or
chat,
loving.
hey, hey, in
and
private
that
chat,
right
you
there
can
tell
tell if it's.
me.
Uh,
Oh, go
but
ahead.
I just want to say, in private chat, she can tell if it's you or not. In the regular chat, they just gotta go to the channel and see. Okay, so
Well, I
if
knew. No, it
somebody's
was him
hacking,
because he had a wrench, and it was him.
yeah,
It wasn't somebody else. It was him.
yeah.
He's making that
Okay,
up.
well, hey, if they never helped you, how? How is it? What kind of help do you need? That's the problem. People don't know exactly what you need for help. Then, okay, it can't be money. Otherwise, you know what I mean. If you really need money, you wouldn't have a roof over your head. You wouldn't have a whole bunch of things that you have right now, right?
No, I agree. And see
Yeah, I
that
know. I
thing.
only have words, but that's the only thing I can fucking know what I mean. That's just
Uh,
me though. Maybe somebody else
no,
can help you in the way you need. I can't. All I can do is just get to the root of the problem.
Yeah, but we can't even
see,
be
thing.
mindful. We can't even be mindful if we're not aware. And when you shut people out, they're not aware, so they're not mindful and you might get hurt. It's best to be open about things so that people can be mindful.
See, I want to tell y'all now. He ain't doing no good talking to him because he plays the same type of childish games. And I noticed that about him. Hell, everybody tried to tell him
Well,
he
he's not
need to
going to
go
come in
get
here
a
and tell me
job.
that wasn't him doing that yesterday. It was him because he has a wrench in two or three of his names. I had given him a wrench, and I knew it was him when I gave him to him because he came on my panel when I gave him the wrenches. Okay, that's why I
Yeah.
knew it was him.
Yeah.
And see, that
Otherwise,
thing, see, he
otherwise,
also
I could have
lied
said,
a
well,
lot too.
possibly it's a troll, right? But it wasn't a troll. It was him. That's why I don't give, when I have to know them
Now,
specifically to give
now
them the
you,
wrenches.
I'm,
I got to know them from somewhere, right? A few people
Yeah.
in here don't have wrenches. Very few.
Well, I don't have one. That's okay though. Hey, Glenn. The thing is
Well,
though.
you didn't
Shit. What
type
was
in
I
the
gonna
chat
say?
probably, or I would make sure you have a wrench if you type in the chat. I'll give you one right now so nobody blocks you. You know what I'm saying? When you
Oh,
or times you out when you start chatting.
okay,
And I
just a second here.
yeah, just say
but
something
yeah,
into the
I
chat
will
and I'll
Go
stress here too.
away. What does that even mean?
Dumbass.
Go away. Does any of you
Uh,
understand that? Go away? Like, go away where?
There, I just wrote hi,
Did
Stella.
what he does.
okay, hang
He
on.
want
Yeah, I see it.
people.
Let me go. I'll
See,
go do it right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
see, did what he does. The only thing he really don't really have a mental health, any kind of mental problem,
Okay.
because he did what he does.
All right.
I seen
Good.
the same pattern with him, and
Yeah.
and when Andrew trained him, he still does the same thing to everybody.
Mm. You see, the
Well,
problem though
I've
is
never done
Rebel.
I've never done anything bad or wrong to him. It doesn't matter. I haven't
Yeah,
done anything to him, except for to
Mm,
be
you don't
tell
gotta
the,
do
tell
nothing
me
to
to
him.
off
That
myself.
has years.
But I'm
yeah.
not weak minded
So
enough
how
to do
about
that.
them
So
Cowboys?
I love them Cowboys.
The cowgirl cheerleaders are pretty hot too.
Hey, I actually listen at the St. Patty's Day parade. The Dallas Cowgirl cheerleaders come usually every year, right? And they had it barricaded off where they were in there doing their little show, and the DJ was playing music and stuff, and they were playing some line dance music, and they called 12 people into line dance with the Dallas Cowgirl cheerleaders. Guess who got called into line dance with them? Big Mama. Woo-hoo.
Nice. Sounds like fun.
Oh,
No, I
Right
did.
on.
I got to
I
actually go in and line dance inside the barricade with the Dallas Cowgirl cheerleaders.
Nothing
you
wrong
know
with that.
what? Really awesome.
What?
I got the autograph of the New Orleans Saints and Dallas Cowboys when they play at the Independence Stadium here in Shreveport, Louisiana. I got the whole team, the owner, all the coaches, all players, all the cheerleaders as well on both teams.
Mm, right on.
Nice. That would be fun to get all those autographs and meet all those people.
Yeah, I
And
got
then you
the
turn
whole
around,
team
hey,
from
Well, I
Glenn.
no,
lived in Dallas for a long while. That's why I was always and I lived in Colorado, and so I was always a fan of both of those football teams.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
in
wasn't
the
it, man?
future, if ever you're hard up for some money, Glenn, you could always sell those signatures, right?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you now. These signatures were way more than people think because they back in like in the '90s. They back like when Deion Sanders with them, back when Ian Smith with them,
Oh
Troy
damn,
Aikman.
you got Dion and Emmett. I am so jealous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got Deion. I got
I
all
don't
the.
even have I don't even have a jersey. I would like to have a
Hey,
Cowboys jersey.
We love you too, Jane.
to a fella like me,
Yes,
all
I
of that
love you,
don't mean
Jane.
nothing, right? No offense to you guys that like the game and stuff, right? But
Well, you
um,
guys don't even have that kind of football up there, do you?
well, there is a
What?
couple football teams, but they're not known too much.
Isn't it
If
more like
that's what you mean.
rugby and hockey up there?
Up here, it's hockey. There's basketball, rugby a little bit, yeah. Then there's the girls lacrosse, and but
Now
yeah,
Soccer is
there's not
big
basketball,
too,
now
right? You guys
basketball's
call that
Kentucky.
a what?
Well,
soccer
University
is
of
big up there
Kentucky
too,
calls it
hey
right?
basketball.
I, I can only hear one person at a time.
be,
Sorry.
Oh,
hey, before I jump down, I want to say this. You got to remember some countries.
Mm,
What you had called football, they what we call
college.
soccer, they actually call football.
Yeah.
I was just asking, is soccer big up there too? Because I know like World Cup is big down here now.
I'm not so sure. Like they do have a little bit of soccer, but I don't know if they have any official leagues or anything like that. Right? I don't follow sports very much. I'm into a little bit of everything and not enough knowledge in everything.
Yeah, I'm eclectic like that too, Danny. Don't feel bad.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
I
Hi.
go
like to
ahead and
watch
jump down.
tennis
Thank you, let me know.
and chess.
Dan,
Good
Okay,
to see you,
Glenn.
it
You
was
have
good
Glenn.
you
talk.
have yourself a good day there, and if we'll see you in chat.
Okay,
Bye, Glenn. Big hugs.
you too.
Take care,
Glenn's
Glenn.
a
Be
really
safe.
nice fella.
He always ends up
Yeah, but
next to me, and he's the bunny, the jackrabbit, and I'm the bunny slasher. So I always kind of find that funny.
for some unknown reason, though, him and Rebel triggers him for some unknown reason. Glenn never really told us too much, but yeah. So we'll just leave that at that.
Well,
Up until
I've seen a couple of
Rebel
things,
started with
Danny.
Glenn was never ugly at anybody ever. I've known Glenn for a
No,
long time.
he only gets that way when people get the other way with him, right?
Right.
So
So
yeah,
Glenn in particular, I have seen a couple instances that I understand how he feels. Uh, it takes a lot to push that man to where he's at, because I've seen some
That's what
people
I'm
joke with
saying. I've
him
known him for
and
a
he
long
takes it
time.
just fine. You really have to push um
yeah.
to get him that far. So I feel like whatever comes his way, that young man has earned from Glenn, especially because Glenn doesn't come over lightly, you know?
I think the first time I seen Glenn go at somebody was towards Rick Crude because he had called him the R word, right? So yeah, that's the first time I had seen Glenn go at somebody. My dogs
Yeah.
want to play here, so if you guys hear something strange or a yelp, it's because this little bugger here just can't settle down.
Aw.
Little brat.
So we have lots of animals, and the cats rule the house. So the dogs have a room with a dog door they can go in and out, but they only have one room. The cats have the run of the house because the cats and dogs were adults when they met. The dogs are mine and the cats are his. And the cats and the dogs do not get along in our house. We've tried, believe me. We
Okay.
ended up with we ended up with a broken jaw on one of the cats and a $4,000 surgery.
Yeah. Oh, Rebel. Did he initiate that just today, or was that a long time coming thing? Right.
With Glenn, or the fact that the conversation happened today. The
I'm
conversation was
asking Rebel. I'm asking
oh,
Rebel if that was an ongoing thing, right? Because if people don't make amends, right, it's going to keep going on. Somebody has to put their foot down and fucking say, well, okay, I had enough. Okay, right? We're going to fucking get along and we're going to stop calling each other bullshit fucking stuff and stop fucking talking about other people in our families. And you know what I mean? It's the only way to do it. Otherwise, it's going to keep going on, bud. That's all I can tell you, man. Like, he followed, yeah, just because he follows Andrew, he follows a lot of people, right? I'm sure he followed you at some point too until you probably, I don't know, maybe knocked him out of your chat or something, right? And then he's got no voice there, so he'll voice it elsewhere. And then the word gets spread around and that what you did or what he did, or you know what I mean?
but I don't think that was the issue today, Danny. I think the issue was what he said to Stella, and Stella was talking about it before Glenn ever came up here. She was rather upset because she's been nothing but nice to Rebel, and Rebel said some really cruel things to her. And so she was talking about it when Glenn came up. So I think the issue goes beyond just him and Glenn quashing it. He's got to quash it with a lot of people before it will stop.
He's writing at 100 miles an hour. I'm a slow reader. My eyes are blurry. Aw. Okay, I suppose I can go to each one and check the
Oh,
messages now that I'm blue. Or am I? Oh
yes,
no, I'm not.
you're blue.
No, I'm
I
not. I can't see the. I can't see the
I
message.
gave you
Maybe I have to. Yeah, maybe
I
I have
gave
to
you a
write
red.
again.
No,
Maybe I
maybe you
have
have
to
to
write again before it
refresh
switches.
your chat. Refresh the chat, the live chat. Click on live
Yeah.
chat. You may be on that one that's not showing all the messages. Live chat will show
Oh.
you all the
Oh
messages.
yeah. I had refreshed my whole page because my computer had screwed up. But yeah, okay, I'm okay. Right on. Now I can see it.
Okay.
I'll go through
I don't
each
even know
one.
why they do that stupid top chat unless there's like 1,000 people. Like, when there's a lot of people, I love the top chat because I can participate in a conversation and it pulls up the people I'm talking to because they say my name, but I don't see
Yes.
all of it because, oh my God, some of the chats
Okay.
I go
Well,
into for
some of those
crochet and
chats I
stuff.
go in have 1,000 people in them.
Well,
Okay.
like for
And
crochet, there's
unless
like
they
two
have
and
to slow it
3,000.
down. If they don't slow that chat down, I mean, you cannot keep up with it unless you
E-
stop it and scroll it back and do all that crap.
Even with it, even with it on slow mode, when you have 2 and 3,000 people, it's hard. And I like to ask questions of other crocheters. So if I put it on top chat in those, I like it. So I guess that's why they have it, but it should default to live chat, I think.
It should, yeah, but it doesn't, unfortunately. That's one of those idiotic things that they have, I guess. Right?
I think if we say it enough, they'll hear it. They monitor frickin' everything, and maybe it'll get changed. They change things all the time.
They're all hungover today. They ain't gonna be listening. Huh?
It is a Sunday morning, ain't it?
Yeah.
And in a lot of places, it's time for church. Those people with their hangovers have to go repent.
Yeah. Hey, Rebel. Um, people, like I said, until people make amends together and stop going at each other, somebody has to do it first. And if, sorry to say, if both parties are immature and can't do it and can't come to an agreement, it's always going to keep happening. Whether you're by yourself or you're with 100,000 people, it don't matter. It's just going to keep happening. The more people that hear about stuff like that, the more people are going to be jumping on your back.
Well, Danny, a lot of people have seen him as the underdog and tried to help him monetarily, uh, out here, emotionally. Some of them spend hours on the phone with him, and only to have later their family doxxed, their if they can't afford to send him money one day, they go on his page and suddenly he's speaking ill of them, and they're blocked, and their kids' names and their address and all this
Well, yeah.
information is out
Um,
there.
that's not good, right? That's not good.
And these are people who
Oh,
have tried to help him a lot.
I got a little kitty that's whining, and it's not your dog. I gotta go see what's happening here.
I didn't know you had kids, Danny.
Not kids, kitty cats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
I
big
was
kitty
like,
cat's trying to hump the little kitty cat there, and yeah, the little kitty was saying, "No, no!"
I was just
Right?
under the impression if you had any children, they were grown because I've never heard you speak on any.
Yeah, well, one of them passed on from a car accident, drinking and driving. His buddy was drinking and driving. They ended up hitting into a gravel truck. And then my daughter's up here. She's well gonna get married soon, and well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's what
just
I
got a daughter.
was. You had grown children, and I'm sorry to hear about your son. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
I
well,
lost, I lost my
it
first
is what
husband
it
to drunk
is.
driving
Nobody can
also.
change what happens, right?
No. Yeah, I lost my first husband to drunk driving also. It's a it's a devastating thing because it's not expected at all.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get little triggers that come back, right? Makes you remember, but you try to remember the good things and the good times,
I have to
right?
leave streams. I have to leave streams where they're driving and chatting. Like when they're like if they have a passenger who's reading the chats, I'm okay. I can watch, but if they're streaming and driving, I can't watch. It triggers me because that distraction. I'm like so scared. And I've even seen a
Yeah,
couple of accidents because of it.
especially if they're looking all over the place or at their phone trying to read the chat, right? That's not good.
Well,
You get
Rebel
distracted. You
himself
want to
had an
read the
accident.
chat.
Rebel himself
Who
had an
has?
accident recently while he was reading the chats.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
So I have to leave those streams because it triggers me because I've lost someone to a car accident. Oh, I've lost several people. I had three brothers who died in a car accident I never got to meet because they died while I was not yet born. My mother had three sons that drunk driver hit my dad and
Yeah.
all of the boys. Those in the 70s, nobody had seatbelts in the back seat. They were all ejected from the vehicle.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, there
distracted
was a
my
lot of
brother.
that going on. There was a lot of that going on back then. My dad used to drink all the time, him and my uncle, and we used to go for a drive up the road with them. Come on,
Yeah,
Dad, peel the tires, and Dad would spin the tires, of course, right?
but we also, our vehicles when they hit 65, were shaky. So we ran 55, because they weren't the kind of high performance vehicles we have now. People weren't doing 95 on the freeway back then. Very few were.
You're outrunning the cops, you were.
Like I said, very few
Happy,
were.
I'm
Now
gonna go
it
get me
seems
some
Yeah.
ice. I'll be right back.
okay. Now it
Okay,
seems
Stella.
the standard to drive, 85, 90 miles an hour. And so, like seatbelts, I can't imagine now how much worse it would be if we didn't have seatbelts the way we do now.
Well, the cars aren't as solid as they used to be, for one. Now they crumble up into a little tiny box when they get into an accident, right?
Right, but that's specially designed to absorb the um
The impact,
the
yes.
impact so that the passenger compartment is safe. If you've seen in a lot of these newer vehicles, the outsides all crumble in, but that passenger compartment is solid. Because
Oh,
it
yeah.
absorbs the impact.
Unless they
However,
get T-boned.
however, it's gotten to the point where new cars aren't available. We went car shopping yesterday and couldn't find a single new car.
Mm. You looking for a gas car or an electric car? Because that's probably all you're gonna find nowadays. A hybrid or an
No,
electric.
there's nothing. There's
100.
nothing
Oh yeah.
2022 on the lots at all.
Uh,
Well, no, that's a lie. There's a bunch of trucks, big
yeah.
truck on the lots, and my daughter does not want to drive a big truck. It's not even the
You know
gas.
what they
It's just it's not for
you know what they should do? You know what they should do, eh? They should somebody should come out with an electric engine that you can take your regular engine out and slap in there in its place, right?
You
But
can't do that though because the electric cars don't run with a transmission. They have individual motors on each tire.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. You take one, hook it to your transmission, right? It only needs to rev so high in order to get that torque in there because it's running with a torque. Either that or have a you
They
don't even
tried
need a
that and
clutch. You
they
can hook it
can't
up
get
directly to the drive. You can
they
take the
tried that and
transmission right out
they tried that and they can't get an electric engine to run that way. That's why they did the individual motors on the tires.
because they consume too much power when they're running that way,
Yeah, it's
right?
not feasible to do it that way. What they need to
But
do is what they did um in uh in the 1950s, where if you had a horse and a wagon, you could trade it in for a car. There wasn't even like all these payments and bullshit. They got the horses and buggies off the streets in the major cities by offering government incentives to get them a car. And they could do that again with electric vehicles if that's what they want to push. I mean,
they could, but they're
they
not
could.
gonna. You know that won't happen nowadays.
Well, I,
Eh?
I think rather what they're pushing for is attrition. I mean, from what I'm seeing in the store shelves and what I'm seeing shopping for durable goods and the lack of product, they're pushing for attrition. There's not going to be enough food to go around, which means people are going to starve.
Yeah,
And they're pushing for it. You can see it when you walk through the store, how much less options you have every week.
yeah. Well,
And
so
even the
far the only time, hey, so far the only time that the stuff in the grocery store goes down is right before the weekend when everybody heads up north and they stop at the grocery store, pick up a few things, and then the people around here go there on Sunday because it's the only time they can get there and there's nothing left, right? You go there on a Tuesday or a Wednesday and the shelves are fully stocked again, but that's for now, right?
Well, we're not getting to where we're fully stocked again ever anymore. And in addition, California passed a law that's really affecting the trucking industry. That's going to put, we already have a crippled logistics system here in the US right now. And they're about to put a lot of truckers out of business in California. And it's not even that we don't have the products. The products are sitting, some of it even rotting at our ports. We don't have people to unload. We don't have
Yeah.
trains are getting robbed. They're sitting so long to get loaded. I mean, heavily robbed. There's videos upon
Yeah.
videos of packages lying strewn along the railroad tracks where they've been stolen off the trains. They have enough time to break into the cars because the trains are sitting there so long getting loaded because they don't have enough laborers. And then they're going to cut down the amount of trucks who can go to the ports and pick up goods. I mean, it's going to get worse, not better, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. And the government's allowing it. That's all,
No, they're
right?
not allowing it. They're contriving it. They're making it happen. They are passing legislation that they know will have these effects, knowing what will happen. So they're not just allowing it. They're knowingly making it happen.
Yeah, but they're enabling it to happen is what's happening. If they'd want, they could just sign a piece of paper stating that no, that's not going to happen. But that's not what they're doing. They're doing the total opposite. And yes, that's going to happen. Signing that piece of paper, right?
Yep. Good morning, Emily and Beckers. Welcome in. Yeah, that's the thing is they know,
Yeah, good
but they
morning.
have
I'm
to
back.
research it. All right. Good to see you back, Stella. Sorry to talk over you.
No, that's what I'm back. I was just letting you know. And good morning, who all came in while I was stepped away.
But I mean, it's just interesting that they do studies and they know what the effects of these sort of legislation they're going to pass are going to have, and they do it anyway.
Yeah.
You're right. Once they sign it, it's done. And unfortunately, we're going to see the effects in the poorer communities the worst. Like I live in one of the poorest states in our nation. Um, and
Yeah.
I see already a lot of people starving. And I don't mean that lightly. Like when I drive down any given city street, and I'm not talking about like I have to go to a certain neighborhood. When I drive down any given street in Albuquerque, there's at least 12 people begging on the corners.
Mm. Well,
And
if you want
that's
to,
in one block.
yeah, up here, right? It's not a usual occurrence. It only happens when people are during the hard times, I guess. But there has been a lot of gas thefts that aren't reported to the news, and there's been a few bank robberies in the past month. Maybe I think there was three just recently here in
We
this
have an
general area.
we have an average of 15 bank robberies a week in Albuquerque.
It probably went up since all this nonsense started. Yes, no.
No, it's been like this for over a decade that I know of. Albuquerque is a very wild west, crazy town. It's constant. There's everybody's armed. The you have to be because there's constant armed robberies, the car thefts. I mean, okay, so just this year, I personally know three people who have had their car stolen. In fact, my baby daddy, I guess we'll call him, because I mean,
Yeah,
that's I don't like that term. He's a good
yeah,
father.
yeah,
My daughter's father. Um,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
he had his car stolen just this weekend. They came back from they went to Massachusetts and they took her to meet her grandma on the Cape, and
Hmm.
they came back, and the night after they got back from vacation, his car was stolen from outside his girlfriend's house.
Oh yeah. Huh. Well,
I mean,
maybe
it's
maybe he's.
Start over. She
Oh,
is not here.
your robot and Stella.
My other.
Almost.
Hang on, I'll fix it. Thank you. Just a moment.
That sounded a tiny bit better, but I don't know if you did anything.
yeah, I don't. It's crazy. The
I
crime.
tried to adjust the settings. No, I'm having issues with this.
That
Let me explain to you what's
that
happening. Um, the networks of 5G and 4G LTE are fighting for the who wants to be my network, right? And what happens is I don't have 5G. So if 5G wins the battle and ends up there at the top saying 5G, right? It causes me to get sound effects and all kind of weird shit because I don't have 5G. And then they'll keep struggling and fighting. Then in a little bit 4G LTE will win. They'll be back up here as my network service, right? And then everything will be good until they go to fighting again.
Are
yeah.
you doing this on a phone or are you talking about a router?
No, I'm talking about my phone. So I'm
Okay,
going to
so
drag this. It just
in
started that here in the last week. Okay.
your settings, you can go to preferences under the
Networks.
networks, and you can set LTE as your preferred.
No, ma'am, you
Yeah.
cannot. I have a Galaxy S20, and if you have the Note, you can, but not on the like the S10, S20. I've had them all. I've had every Galaxy S model there is. The only one that has that setting is the Note and the Note 10.
Well, I've got a Galaxy S. What is it? SE25G, right? So mine will accept it.
Mine
But
doesn't have that setting at
yeah.
all.
Uh,
Okay.
And
Good
so I'm
morning, touch of
constantly having to
honey.
reset my network settings. Sometimes I have to restart the phone. Even
Good
Yeah.
morning.
resetting the network settings won't fix it. So I'm taking the phone tomorrow and I'm shoving it in their ass and I'm telling them I want a new phone because it just started this week. Maybe it
Yeah.
just started when I got back in the state. Maybe that's the issue. When I was in Oklahoma, never had that issue at all.
Yeah. I noticed when there's a lot of people using the internet in my area, mine goes glitchy. If like say if they come on after I'm on, my internet settings will start screwing up. Now, if I jump down and then come back up, start my internet settings again, it's almost like my settings are overriding them.
Well,
So
here's what I don't
then it
understand.
works.
That network thing, actually, I don't know if it has anything to do with my hotspot or not, but I was trying to hotspot to my laptop the other night to what, so I could watch a movie on Netflix on the
Yeah.
laptop. And no, it was kicking my hotspot off too.
Oh yeah. Huh.
So it's something in this phone.
Good
Yeah, it's
morning,
possible. Yeah.
Johns. Good morning, touch of honey. Good morning, Tokaya. And Nikki has a message for you, Stella.
Okay, hang on. My Nikki.
It says, Stella, before you do that, back it up and reset the phone.
I'm doing all that. Fuck them. They're going to give me a brand new phone. I'm still paying for
Yeah.
this.
Right,
All my
but
stuff
before
is
you
backed
do
up
it,
every
she's
day.
saying,
Every day. No, every day,
but she's
everything
saying
in my phone
reset
is
the
backed up
phone
to
before you
cloud
give it to
every
her.
day automatically. I don't need to back anything up. But the thing of it is they're going to give me a new phone because I'm still paying for this one.
Yeah.
And it just, like I said, it just started in the last week. The phone's overheating to the point to where if you touch the camera lens, it'll burn your finger. I mean, it's overheating that bad.
No,
It,
that's not
half the
good.
time it won't charge.
Mm.
I can't get it to charge sometimes. No, it's the phone. Definitely, it's the phone.
Yeah,
Screw it.
hey, you might want to watch out. Make sure you're awake when you're charging your phone because who was it? Cut the Plastic had his car burn up because he was. I think he had it plugged in his car. He went in somewheres, and then when he came back out, it was just smoldering inside of his car. It ruined the whole interior,
Well, you
like
know what
he's out of
happened
the
to my
car.
Galaxy S10? It got so hot, the whole phone separated into three sections: the front, the back, and the center section with all the electrical on it.
Oh, fuck's
It
sakes!
completely separated itself in three pieces. I've still got it.
They're trying to take us out with the phones. They're figuring out a way so that they can make it really work,
They
right? So
want us, no,
yeah,
they want you to buy see, it used to they wanted you to buy a new phone every 2 years.
yeah.
Now no, they need to make more money. Now they're wanting us to buy a new one every year. So now they're starting to whittle diddle and cause you problems with your phone. So you'll go, oh, I'm just sick of this shit. I'm just going to go buy a new phone, you
Well,
know,
hey, you
because
know
I've
when
said
you
it myself for years. Go buy that new phone. Just go buy
yeah,
that new phone. Well, I'm
Stella,
not buying it. They're going to give me one.
you know when you download updates and that, right? You should always make sure you know which updates are being downloaded. 'Cause when it comes to your battery regulating like app or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yes.
If the wrong uh oh fuck, if the wrong coding, like the wrong program, gets downloaded and there's just one letter screwed up, or you know what I mean, in that coding, it could screw up the phone's charging capability, is what I'm trying to explain, right? And then it can
Yeah,
make it
makes
heat
sense.
up and do all that stuff, right? So I
Yeah.
noticed after so much time that you have your phone, it starts doing that. Like my tablet,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, let me see. 4
Well,
years, 5 years old, and
well,
it's
there's
been doing it now for a
all
little while.
mine ever does is the application updates. Here's the thing. Okay, when you get these galaxies, all the way up until they came out with the S10, I believe, you only
Hmm.
receive the whole time you own this phone, you only receive two factory operating system updates. But now with the 10 on up, you get three. Okay, three total. Mine
Yeah.
has done. I think it did one. Of course, they waste you was one of them, right? Because they do that one right after you first buy the phone. So there's one down the chute, which means you only have one left, right? If you have the older models. Well, anyway, so now they're giving us two because they people complained, I guess, and they figured that out that they're taking one right off the bat when you buy the new phone because first thing it does is a factory operating system update, right? So, but you actually get three now total.
Yeah.
That's the operating system, not your application updates. All my phone ever does now is it probably needs some type of an operating system update, but they're not giving it to me. Why I don't know. I'm sure it needs one,
Yeah.
but all I ever do is their apps. You know, your apps are updated, and that's all I ever get updated. Apps,
Yeah.
freaking stupid apps. Like
Is it?
yesterday I had 20 apps updated. YouTube was one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
It did not update the Google Chrome though. And the Google Chrome is what I run the StreamYard on. And what, that's where I've been having the problem.
Can you run your StreamYards through Firefox or anything else?
Nope. Nope.
I,
On a Android, you have to use Google Chrome, and then if you've got an iPhone, I forgot what it is. It's a different browser that you have to use. It won't use the Samsung browser or no other web browser. Nope, won't do it.
but can't you download it and then sign out of your Google on your phone and then sign back into the other browser?
And then there's another thing weird that it's done. Listen to this one on the laptop. When I can't live stream from my laptop because I have no what people call side chat, this chat box down below. Um,
Right.
it's not there. It was there, but it's
Huh.
gone now.
If
Disappeared,
you
gone, no longer there.
if you
And
scroll
listen,
down, is it
now
further?
let me tell you how I fixed that problem.
Okay.
There's a when you go in, there's a like an when you come in anonymous, you know, to where nobody can get your IP address or whatever. If I if I
Incognito.
if I just
Yep.
copy paste put it in, you know, and log in, you know, search it that way and open it in, but go in under that anonymous web browser, then I have this.
Hmm.
My chat will show. Don't
Huh.
make no sense to me.
No, no, it doesn't. Yeah. Well,
That's the only
go
way I figured out to
incognito.
get it to show, though. But it
Yeah.
did show before, no problems, none at all. Um, and my laptop never updates anything, by the way. Um, you know,
Yeah.
because I never have it.
Um.
I'm never on Wi-Fi with it, and I connect it to my hotspot. Nothing,
Yeah.
and my phone, just like my phone will not update unless I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Okay,
Right.
so I have to go connect to McDonald's or somebody's Wi-Fi when I'm out to get the updates to go. So
Yeah.
that's why my laptop has never updated anything since I bought it brand new due to that fact.
Right. I noticed lately when I'm watching a live stream and that, you know how when it falls behind and you want to hit live again to bring it back up to where it's at, my live button disappears on my phone. The computer's okay though, but the phone,
Yeah,
I got to turn it sideways. I got to shut the chat off and then turn it again sideways, and then finally it comes up. I can hit live, and then I got to start the chat and everything back up.
right.
And
I
that's only
think
been happening the last
what
week.
about well,
Like,
check your screen sizing and zoom because that might be what's affecting that. What it's doing might be making it too big and pushing it off the page.
uh, oh no no
I've
no
had
no
that.
no 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 no! I can see the whole page, right? I can
Oh, you
see
just don't have the
everything.
button.
Yeah, the button
Okay,
disappears,
it's just
right?
gone. Right.
Yeah, but I've also noticed that there's been a lot of
Well,
people's
that's in the
phones and that have
networking.
been screwing
This
up.
morning, that's in the networking. Let me explain to you. This morning, when my 5G, like I said, when the 5G one, right about the time I went live, I had no start the live stream button. It wasn't lit up. I had to wait a few minutes till the 4G LTE took over again. Then it came on and lit up so I could hit the live button and go live. There you
Yeah,
go. It's your network.
yeah. Network settings, right?
Even if you reset, I don't know, you might could reset it and fix it, reset your network. But I've reset mine probably 20 times in the last 3 days, and it goes right back to the same issue again.
Yeah. You know what they're going to tell you though, Wade, before they give you a new phone, they're going to say, "Well, let's do a factory reset and see what that does." Right?
Well, I don't care what they do; they're still going to give me a new phone. But all my stuff goes, it automatically, all my stuff, like if I put a new picture in there or I get somebody's new phone number, whatever, my phone, I've got it set to synchronize every day at a certain time. And so every day, my stuff is synchronized and stored on the cloud. All my text messages, all my emails, all my pictures, everything. Okay. Everything. My contacts. Everything gets saved. So I don't ever lose anything. I just go to the cloud and get it back.
Yeah. They're probably making it so you got to do that. That way, there they got the latest information on you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I've noticed, get this now. They're getting the shit off Facebook. But you know those when you search people's maybe I don't know if you've ever done it, but when you look up people's background information, those search engines that search and give you out the people's old address and their friends and their neighbors and their relatives and all that shit.
Yeah.
They're getting that information from Facebook and all these other social medias. I've been studying them lately, and I don't even have any of those other social medias, but I've been studying this other deal, right? This search engine thing, because sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong, and I've noticed. So I've been trying to figure out what they're what they're doing, where they're getting the information, and I figured it out. They're stealing it from social medias, you know.
Well, yeah. Well, that's see. The thing is, though, is when you start any you go on any platform, Facebook, YouTube, doesn't matter what it is, in their policy, in their terms of agreement,
Oh, I know.
right,
You
that
give them
you had to
permission to
agree
use your
to.
shit, right?
Yeah, they said they'll
Right,
share your information with a third party, right? And then when you click on that
right. Unless
agreement,
you go in there, unless you go in and specifically tell them no, because it has a place for that also.
oh,
To
okay.
don't
I've
share
never
third
seen that
party
place.
information.
Yeah, I've never seen
Yeah,
that place. 'Cause they don't
well,
usually give you
there's
a
a
choice,
place where you can there's a place to where you can edit um who they give your information to, what information gets shared, that type of thing. You have to look for something along that line, and there should be a
right?
setting in there to where you can block, even block third-party cookies, tracking
Yeah,
cookies, that any of
but
that. You know,
but
um,
one
I
thing
don't
that's
turn
wrong with
cookies
that.
off because most of your pages they load faster if you use the cookies, but I don't use third-party cookies. Period. I
Yeah,
block those.
but okay, let's say when Facebook came out and about, right? It's been quite a while. Like back when
Uh-huh.
it was you agree to it or you can't use the platform, right? And now if you agreed to it back
Right.
then, even though if you change the settings now, right, it'll still be as you agreed to it. So they take that first
Yeah, to the
permission that you
original
gave them.
contract. Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they go back to. So if ever you want to bring them to court or whatever, they just go, well, back when, right? You said it was okay, right? Even though now you're saying that it's not okay. You had already given us permission.
Well, and then and then of course they've got the and if you'll even go look at your own Google Photos program, everybody has it on an Android phone. Um, there's an option in there where it will go through all your photos and match up the same face and put them all kind of in one place together. And so Google Google does that and probably goes through other platforms and gets, they're all collecting each other's information regardless, and then they're selling it to, spammers and scammers and whatevers. Um, you know,
Yeah.
and this is why even your phone, they're always eavesdropping on you. So they know, um, it's like, say if we talk about cookies, Keebler cookies. Well, the next time you go and open up your web browser or whatever, you're going to have ads from Keebler cookies in
Oh,
there.
yeah. I know. I know. It doesn't
But they
really
listen,
matter
and
if
mine will
it's on or
sometimes,
not.
there's something that'll start talking to me out of the blue while I'm on a live stream, and but I've noticed that when I reset the network settings, it turns the volume down. It's called Bigsby Voice or something, but I notice that it turns that volume all the way down low when I
I
reset the network settings now. The network settings. So what's that got to do? What does the network settings got to do with the Bixby voice that's eavesdropping on me? See,
Yeah. You
there's a
know
lot
what?
of the stuff I'm trying to figure out because
That
I want to know
Bigsby.
why it's doing it.
That Bigsby is part of
Yeah,
the original program that your phone came with. I tried to shut it off. I did
you can't.
everything
I've
but
tried.
taking it off of my phone, okay? And it still wants to come on, right? It
Yeah, the only
still
what I
wants
do
to.
now, listen,
Yeah,
what I do to it is there's a place in there you could put apps to sleep that you don't use. Go in there and put that bitch to sleep. That's what I've
I
done.
did
And that's
though.
why
I
it turns the
did.
volume down on it.
Yeah, I even every single Bigsby, like there's like four different ones, okay? Every
Right.
single one I've shut off and everything, and it they still wants to come on.
Like I said, if you'll go in there and there's a where you could put your apps to sleep
Yeah.
you're not using, like you wanted to check your email and your messages, right? I don't want to put
Hmm.
those to sleep. But all this other crap I don't need. I'm not using it constantly, and I put it all to sleep so that it doesn't run
Yeah.
in the background and interfere with my StreamYard streaming. But like I said, you could put those apps to sleep. That's what I've done to Bixby. Bixby is
No, no.
now sleeping.
Yes, but I've went into each single Bigsby program app and I've shut them off. Okay, I mean I shut them off. Okay, no,
Disable them,
no,
right?
no, putting it to sleep. Yeah, I disabled them completely. Right, I denied all access,
Yeah,
but
I
it
do that
still
too.
wants to come on. Is what I'm saying. Right? Lately, it hasn't done it, but when I first did it, it wanted to say, "Oh, to access Bigsby, please change your settings." And it, know what I mean? It keeps popping up all the time.
Well, I bet
Lately, it
you put it.
hasn't
You
done it though.
probably your phone has probably put it to sleep because if you don't use apps on these newer phones within a certain amount of whatever time frame they allow,
Yeah,
it will
yeah,
it will put them to sleep
yeah,
for you. But you can put them to
it's
sleep yourself. Is what I'm saying. If you don't want them
yeah,
running in the background, yeah. But they will do
yeah,
it. But the phone will do it itself automatically if you don't do it.
yeah. Sorry, I had to take a break there. The dogs drive me up the wall there. They want me to go feed them. They're
Oh
starting to
yeah, I got
surround
I
me.
got plenty of food and water out here. I only brought one of my dogs with me. I left my cat and my other dog at my other place there. My kids are taking care of it there while I'm here. But
Yeah.
um,
Um.
this dog I bring with me is my guard dog,
Yeah. What?
and that's why he gets to travel. Okay, he's special.
Just curious, which area of the states are you in? Like, you don't have to give
Well,
a specific place. Just
right now
which
I'm back in
state?
Hot Springs, Arkansas. And
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here for several reasons. I come back here and see my doctor. I come back and see this piece of shit lawyer I've got. I don't
Yeah.
know if you know my story, but back in May 28th of 2019, I was falsely arrested on drug charges, drugs, guns,
I heard a little bit about it,
a
not too much
million
in
things. Okay.
detail.
Well, I fought it through court, and after 2 years, they threw all the charges out. So
Right.
now I'm fighting them to get my property back that they illegally confiscated from me. They stole it, okay, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if right now, this is the second motion that I put into the judge to get my property back, because
Okay.
he declined the first one, because I didn't provide proof that the property was my property, right?
What?
Well,
Did they
told
did
me
they make a
they
list?
told me all I needed to give them was the serial numbers to my guns and stuff, right? And I
Yeah.
gave them photos showing I possess these items. These are mine. So I even sit and got the FOIA. I'm using the FOIA as evidence that they went in and took my property, because there's evidence tags. I know you've seen crime scenes before. These little
Yeah. Yeah.
stand-up tags with numbers on them. Okay,
Well,
so
that's
there's
what I mean.
evidence tags
The inventory
marking
list.
my property.
Yeah,
Right.
but the inventory
No,
list that they
no, they
made, you
didn't.
don't have that.
No, they listen. Let me tell you, they botched this whole case up. Okay.
Okay.
Besides an illegal search and seizure that they did to me,
Mm.
they also botched up the whole case. They wrote down stuff that they didn't take. They didn't write down stuff that they did take. In the FOIA, it's got evidence tags on things that they say that they didn't put on their they took list. Right? They
Oh, okay.
botched this whole freaking case up, the whole
Yeah.
case. And I fired every court appointed lawyer they gave me over that 2 year time frame, except for one. And he reclused himself the day I went in and was going to fire him that day. I was going to
Right.
go in and slap a Marston motion on him that day. And he stood up and reclused himself. So every time I went into courtroom, they give me a new lawyer. And before court was over, I done fired that lawyer. So the next time I come in, I get a new one. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, by law, after that third or fourth one, they were supposed to give me a paid lawyer, which they didn't do. See, they don't think I know all their little creepy laws, but I do. I know them all, because I'm
Yeah.
an old stupid hillbilly, old ass woman hillbilly. Looks like I ain't got a brick one in my brain, right? Well, I proved to them otherwise, because they've actually, they tried to hold me in jail. They put me on a huge bond. They didn't expect
Right.
me to bond out. Well, I did. Then they couldn't keep me in jail, so they want to put me in the mental hospital. So then court ordered me a psycho evaluation, which I cleared. Okay,
Yeah. You
it
know
was
what it
one
is.
thing.
You know
Yeah,
what it is.
they want to keep my guns. I know what it is.
Well, not just that. It's just that you know how some people are basically forced to stay in one place all the time. Maybe they're trying to do that to you too, and they don't like the idea that you're jumping from state to state. They can't keep track of you, right?
Well, they got really upset because right prior to me being arrested here, I had shipped my gun safe and part of my guns already out of state and stored them. No, they knew what guns I had, and they wanted some of those guns that were in that gun safe that I took out of here, right? And I
Yeah.
had a lot of them in a gun safe that I built into my camper, a locking gun cabinet, right? In my
Yeah. Yeah.
camper. That's what they busted on and took the rest of the guns. But out of that whole gun cabinet full of guns, they only broke down. They took three. Now, ain't that
Yeah.
amazing?
Yeah. You gotta
But
wonder
what I
sometimes.
did, once I loaded the gun cabinet, I took photos of it, right?
Yeah, your robot
Of
just a
course,
little
and the
bit,
photos
Stella.
in the FOIA.
Stella,
Yeah,
your
hang
robot
on, I'll
just a
fix her
little bit.
again.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
My story, and that's what I've been through for the last 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in May, actually. And
Mm.
I went down there and I went off on them. My daughter was afraid I was going to go to jail. I said, I don't give a shit. I got a bondsman in my pocket. I'll be out in 2 hours. Don't worry about me. And I went down there, and I
Right.
mean, I started screaming at the top of my voice as soon as I walked in their office. And in about 10 minutes of me screaming, they were on their damn computer. They made a FOIA, a nice one, professional one. I mean, not a FOIA, but a motion. I mean, it looked like a damn book time they got done with it. And they printed it out, and the girl personally walked it over to the courthouse and filed it. I watched her in that 100-degree heat. Yeah, I
Mm.
watched her. I was setting up my van. I watched her take it over there and file it.
Yeah. Well, either
No, but you
somebody in
I
a
can call them on the
position of
phone and they don't answer the phone. They won't call you back. They say we'll call you back. Leave your message. We'll call you back. You can call
yeah,
every minute of every day, and they still won't call you back. So I have to drive all the way from Oklahoma back over here to Arkansas, right? And
yeah,
march my little happy ass right in their office. I told them, look, I said, are you wanting me to just go over there right now to the courthouse and sit in there, wait till the judge gets done with all his cases, and then ask to speak to him personally and let him know
mm,
what's going on over here? I said, because I will, I can, and I will. I'm here
yeah.
now. I'm not having to call you on the phone long, from across the United States. I'm here now. And I can go right over there and do this. Buddy, they got on there and they started da 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 right in that computer.
Well, yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, she's out of state. Let's just fucking never mind, right? Oh, she's
Ignore
here.
her.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
let's just ignore her. She'll go away. Well, no, I'm not going
Yeah,
away. And after this is over, whatever property they do not return to me, they will have to pay me for, okay, if the judge says so. And
yeah,
whatever after that is going to get included in a lawsuit. That's going to be my next step is a law
yeah,
is a civil suit. I'm filing a
yeah.
civil suit against them. That's the next step, and they're getting the civil suit regardless because they blew up my mobile home with AR-15s. They anyway,
What?
there was a lot. There was oh yeah, there was a lot of damages that they did. They brought the state SWAT truck to get my old ass and take me to jail so they could get my guns. Okay.
Oh, holy fuck! They're
Oh
getting
yeah.
fucking pretty ridiculous.
Oh, that wasn't the half of it. So for 8 months, they stalked me. They pulled in here, right here. They pulled at
Yeah,
my camper every night right before dark and harassed me. They even came, drug an old half dead drug dog down here and searched me yet again for drugs,
uh,
which they didn't find any because I didn't
yeah,
have any to begin with.
yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't. I kept that's all I say to them when I went to court. I don't do drugs. I don't buy drugs. I don't sell drugs. And that's all and the judge would start reading me my rights. So I'd start right in with him. You got the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one will, the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And I,
yeah,
I go right in there. I stand up right with the judge. I start reading me my own rights.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
surprised I haven't
um,
gotten contempt of court yet. I will
Stella,
be perfectly honest.
do you recall if you pissed off a politician or anybody in a high
Yes,
position
sir.
of
Well, not a
authority?
politician, but a judge and some local police officers, deputies. Yeah,
And
I
that,
pissed off
yeah,
a
and
few because I know
that's
things that they've done. I know things they've done illegally. I knew about the
yeah,
judge's 40 years worth of methamphetamine use and addiction.
right.
And he, matter of fact, retired the end of December this year because he's getting the hell out of there before I get time to bring him up in a court case.
Yeah, and you know what? That's probably when it all started, and they figured, well, we're gonna have to
No, it
try to
all
pass
started.
this
It
lady
all
off.
started the day after. It all started 30 something years ago when I took a cop in front of internal affairs. That was the first thing they red flagged me then. But
Oh, well,
I'm
okay.
an activist. I'm an activist,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I definitely stand up against corrupt government. That's
So
one of my top
you
things.
were labeled
I,
a long time ago, then, right? So
oh
what they did
yes,
is they put a
definitely,
label on
definitely.
you. Yeah,
But
yeah,
now,
yeah.
but
I know
listen,
all about
now
that.
these people that were involved in this court case are slowly turning up dead, dead, dead. Bludgeoned with a hammer, shot to make it look like a suicide. One girl got completely dismembered and threw off at the bottom of the mountain like garbage. And I overheard her personal conversation with the lawyer's office because I was in there. They had already got rid of her glass eye and her false teeth that could identify her body. You know what I'm saying? Because they had put her in jail. And in 45
Yeah,
days after she got out of jail, her body turned up dismembered. But in between time, I happened to be in the lawyer's office and overhear this conversation when she called them and said, they let me out of jail. They did not return all of my property. So I heard the lawyer ask her, well, what didn't they give you back? And I thought it was, I couldn't help but giggle, because she said it was my glass eye in my false teeth. I thought it was a joke, right? But no,
Right.
come to find out, I did investigation. The girl had been in some kind of an accident, and her eye had got knocked out or whatever, and she did have a glass eye and false teeth. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
I'm always eavesdropping and listening to stuff I'm not supposed to, you know, and videoing and recording. And then I come back here to go see this after all my shit's throwed out of court, right? It's all
yeah.
throwed out, said and done. I'm free and clear. And I'm coming back to file these motions. I was parked on my daughter's property in her yard, and I'm on a live stream. And the cops pull up, two carloads of them, no lights, no sirens. They jumped out, didn't even introduce themselves as what police force they were, or any police force for that matter, ordering me to get out of my van now. And
Yeah.
they didn't ask me for my name. They didn't ask me for my identification because they already knew who I was. So I had to go wake my daughter up and make her step outside and tell them who I am. And I said, and I didn't call her by name because I didn't want them knowing her name, right? And I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
I just called her. I knocked, beat on her door till I got her out of bed. It was early in the morning. Bed, there are people sleeping, you know. And I said, will you tell these cats? I call them cats. I said, will you tell these cats who I am? And she just gave him a dirty look, and she goes, "That's my mother," because she's just as
Yeah.
cocky as I am.
Well, actually, calling them
And
cats
then
is kind of
they turned
respectable
around.
instead of calling them assholes, right?
Yeah, I didn't call them fuckwads or anything ugly, which I should have. And so the one, they were also using a hang on, I'll tell you what it's called in a minute. But they shut my camera down using those things that are, it's illegal for people to have them, but the cops can use them. But they can shut off your video and your sound to your video when you're video recording them. Because I stepped out with my camera in their face, and they shut it
Yeah.
down immediately. And so I only time I got them on video was when they were actually turned around walking away. And so the guy in the back car, they sent a young rookie up to talk to me, right? Because they knew I wouldn't recognize him, but I knew the one in the back seat. He'd been out here millions of times. And so when he
Yeah.
went to leave, I got out there and made sure he saw my face, and I smiled and waved, "Hello, I know you." You know, like I said, that cop knew me. That old one, the old white-headed one, he knew me
Yeah.
because he'd been here 1,010,000 times.
Well, maybe he's part of the problem there, right?
Well, all I know is there's several police officers involved. I also was tracked down by an undercover that was part of the raid, the original raid, and he told me that they already had my guns. The police did, divvied up amongst themselves who wanted which of my guns before I was ever raided. He told me who to trust, who to not trust, and then he just disappears before I can even find out who he is. Because I asked
Yeah.
him for a business card, and he said, "Just a minute, I'll get you one." Well, about 5 minutes later, he didn't come back. And so I'm at the Walmart gas pumps, right? I walked all
Right.
over that place. He was not to be found. He told me, he let me know what he come there to let me know, and he disappeared.
The other one's
I
probably
was
filled his
also
head up full of
notified.
stories, right?
Well, I was also notified before they ever threw my charges out. This girl that I knew that had already left the state like a long time ago, calls me up
Yeah.
today and says, "Look, I don't have time to chitty chat.
You're
That's all.
roboting again, Stella. I didn't hear half what you said.
Look
Sorry.
back, leave, and don't
Yeah, you're still roboting.
hang on."
Oh,
Yeah, they're turning me off because they don't want me speaking.
there you go.
Yeah,
You
they
sound
want me
better now.
speaking. Okay. Yeah, they want to shut me up. I'm never going to shut up. They can eat my ass. Hey, D. Johns. Hang on. Let me see if I gave D. Johns a wrench. But, yeah,
Well, you're roboting again.
hang on.
Oh, rah, 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 rah. I heard that.
I said that. Let me
Okay.
give D. Johns his wrench. There you go. Okay, I went over to try to give D. Johns his wrench. I know who that
Yeah.
is. Okay. But this whole thing was never about drugs ever. They didn't even get a, a few grams of some kind of drug from the renter that was here. That's what happened. That's why I was here. I'd rented my place to a guy who evidently turned out to be a drug dealer, and I was here to collect the rent. That's why I was here. But I wasn't on the
Yeah.
property. My name wasn't on the search warrant. That's where the illegal search and seizure comes in at. Um, anyway, but it was always about them wanting my guns, and they knew I was leaving. That's going to be their only chance to get my guns, right? Because they
Right.
already knew I was fixing to go to California actually, and they knew I was going to be leaving. And if I left, the guns would be leaving with me, and they wouldn't be able to get their grimy little paws on them.
Yeah.
They're taking people's guns, is what I'm trying to tell you, and this is the way they're doing it legally, but it's still illegal. Okay, the way they're doing it, instead
Yeah.
of coming and telling everybody or surrender your guns or we're going to come and remove your guns from you. See, they can't do that because that's against the law. So to legally do it, this is how they're doing it.
Yeah. Instead of telling you.
Yeah, because it's illegal. It's illegal because the state has not um, banned guns. Okay,
Yeah.
a matter of fact, I can carry any legal weapon I want, as long as it's not a stolen weapon, of course. But
Yeah.
as long as I keep it in the open, we have what they call open carry gun law here, and we
Yeah.
also have stand your ground. So if somebody
Um.
comes in my fence, in my gated fence, that's got all these signs up, posted, no trespassing. And
Yeah.
matter of fact, I'm seeing some my posted no trespassing signs are missing. My beware of dog signs are up. My vid 24-hour video surveillance no trespassings are up, but my no trespassing signs, I'm going to have to go buy some more before I leave and put them back up again.
Yeah.
Somebody's removed them.
Yeah. They're supposed to be a certain distance apart too, right? And if they
Oh, yeah.
remove
Well,
one,
you have to
then
be
they
able to see
can.
one. You have to be able to see one sign from the other. Like if you're
Yeah.
at one corner of the yard, you got to be able to look at this one and see the next one down at the other end.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
and that's got to be the same way around your entire property.
Yeah.
But yes,
I'm.
there's
I'm.
laws about everything.
I'm just curious. Like, okay, when you go from one place to another, right? Do you travel through any states that don't allow any specific guns that you have?
That's the reason I left certain guns behind. It's not that
Okay.
they were illegal guns. It's that it's like California and Denver, Colorado. Some of the places I was going to be going had certain stipulations about guns with the bump stock suppressors, um, 25 shot or larger magazines. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
were all
Yeah.
illegal state laws in certain
Okay.
states. This is the
Yeah.
reason I was leaving certain things and certain guns behind.
Yeah. They're probably thinking you're carrying them with you, and that's what their
Right.
grounds on picking on
Well,
you would be. Maybe I don't know.
well,
Right?
I checked into all the gun laws into every state I was going to be traveling through and to,
Yeah.
okay, ahead of time to make sure that every one of my guns were legal, and of course they were locked in a gun safe. So,
Yeah.
and in my camper, they were not going to be where I could just reach and grab one. I'd have to
Yeah.
stop, get out, unlock my camper, get in my camper, unlock the gun cabinet, in order to even put my hands to a gun,
Yeah.
right?
You know what's funny though, eh? Hey, if you send them through like the mail or courier or whatever, they're traveling the same fucking route you are, but they're allowed to and you're not, eh?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And then they get mad because when the state you purchase your guns in, that's that those laws there are what follows your gun laws with you across the United States. So
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 it's
I purchased my guns here, which it's called open carry. As long as you
yeah,
got your gun laying out there where they could see it, it's legal. So that
yeah.
gun
But
law
that's
goes with me. They cannot, I cannot, in other words, I can go to another state and they got to, because I'm not from that state, they got to go to this state and that state's gun laws goes with me.
yeah. Okay. Problem is when they see it, right? That's when they want to get it.
Right, exactly.
Fortunately,
But I mean, now if you've got a concealed carry permit, that concealed carry permit means that at that time, that one precedes all other gun laws, and that means that you have to carry it concealed. You cannot carry it out in the open, although it's an open state. Once you've
yeah,
got that CC license, then you have to conceal your weapon. Okay?
yeah,
So, like I said, they got some tricky gun laws. You really have to investigate them all, especially if you're
yeah.
crossing state lines.
Well, yeah, of course, right. But eventually, it'll catch back up to them, right? Eventually, you'll
Yeah, yeah,
shove it back
it's
in their
going to.
face and say, "Yeah, yeah." You'll shove it
Well,
back in
until
their
my
face.
dying breath I take, I will continually fight for the people, for the corruption of our local authorities, our state authorities, and our federal authorities, even. I don't care. I will stand up. I will protest them. I will sign petitions against them. Um, anything that I see that they are violating in a corrupt manner, towards
Yeah,
we the people, I'm going to be down for it until I take my last dying breath.
yeah. I don't blame you. Like, but you know
They've
what
got
though?
one choice left. They've got one choice left to kill me
Mm,
like they have these other people. That's it. They've got one choice. But they already
yeah,
know I've made it well known to too many people that, if I die, it's the police most likely that
yeah.
took me out
They're de-
and made it
they're
look like
probably,
because I'm not suicidal. And if they set it up to make it look like a suicide, it's bogus.
yeah. You know what though? They're probably picking on you to stress you out, see if maybe you fucking die of natural
It's
causes, and
not
then
going
they
to
don't have
work.
to say anything
It,
like that. That's what I mean, though,
it'll
right?
never
They're picking
work.
on you, trying to push your
It's
buttons.
yeah, but it's never, but it's not going to work. Never going to work.
Yeah.
And I take Xanax anyway, so I'm mellow as a hardcore bitch. You know, it's in other words, there's nothing. That's why YouTube shit doesn't bother me. Nothing bothers me really. It really doesn't.
Well,
I'm
the
probably more
thing is,
mellow than most of the people.
people let people let little things bother them too much, and that's the problem nowadays, right? You
Mm.
could look at somebody
Well,
the
that's
wrong
why I
way, go
come on
walking
here
down the road,
laughing.
and they want to fucking punch you out,
Right.
right? And that's the way
Right.
you look
I
every
come
day.
in here and I laugh about a lot of this stuff, just like the thing with Rebel earlier. I was in here laughing at it, because he's the one wanting me to kill myself. And then he's coming here saying that I'm the one saying I want him to kill himself. I didn't say no such a thing except for making fun and reflecting back on him what he was saying to me.
That's when
That's
you
it. That's
say,
what I
"Show
did.
me the clips, show me the clips," right?
Yep. The clips, the
What,
clips.
what kind
Matter of
of what
fact,
kind of
where's my
bird is that?
Terry at today?
Your
Where's
what?
Terry Golson at today? He hadn't even been in here.
I don't know. I can look around. I might be
I
able to
love his
find him.
cleats. He's got the best cleats in all of YouTube.
Yeah.
He puts some funny ones up. He's
Okay.
really a good uh, what do you call it, video editor. That's not my
Yep.
forte. I don't edit anything, nothing. If it's stuff in there that's that I'm going to get violated for a TOS or whatever, I'll just turn it private because I'm not
Yeah.
a video editor. Don't know how to do it. I'm not going to mess with it. I just soon take it down.
Yeah. It's you know what though, it's funny, like I like to watch some of the videos and that because it's kind of neat to see what they can do with pictures and photography and videos nowadays,
Well,
right? Like
like Terry and No Justice, they mostly do parodies. This
yeah.
is what they do.
Did you see
What I call video parodies. Yeah,
did
they're
you see the
jokes to
last
laugh
one
at.
did you see the last one Terry put out? I think it was Terry. It was Footloose, and it was Crafty Cat and PDF.
Yes,
And
yes,
that was pretty
yes,
funny.
yes.
And he had it
I
timed.
love that one.
He
That's what
had it.
I told him. That's the best one yet.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
that's
it
the best
timed
one ever. Yes,
perfectly.
I definitely saw it.
it was timed perfectly to the music. Like that's what really made me laugh about it, right? Like there were every time that
Yeah.
the
Well,
beat
you know,
would go, the foot
PDF.
would go.
Well, I don't know if you know the story about me and PDF. PDF used to come over here and hang out with me
Yeah,
all the time. He got
yeah,
upset with me because I allowed AC and asthma on my panel. And then
yeah.
he went to telling them that he owned me, that he owned my channel, that
Right.
he was that I'm owned, in other words, and so he wanted me to kick him off the panel, and I refused to do it. So then that's why he declared war on me.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's another thing
But
too, eh? Like,
I have not seen any war from him, but he did declare it on me. I have not
yeah.
seen any, but he did declare it on me.
He mentions
But
it every
I
once in a
usually don't
while.
talk about him because, well, I unsubscribed him. I don't watch PDF's videos because I realize they're all full of shit anyway. I just don't watch them at all. I
Yeah.
unsubscribed completely, from all his channels.
Yeah.
He's got several, and I unsubscribed from all of them I subscribe to.
Right. What kind of bird is that? I keep hearing them in the background. Is that a
Well,
bird?
we got a lot of birds here. Well, what you're hearing is my cigarette rolling machine. It's electric
What?
and it goes
Oh
zit,
yeah.
zit.
It goes ree ree
Right.
like that.
Yes, that's my Hawkmatic HK2. I've rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of cigarettes since I've been sitting here. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
But there
It
are a
sounded
lot
like
of
a.
birds. Now I do have a lot
Yeah.
of birds, but there's every kind in the world here. I mean
Mm,
every kind. Now in
yeah.
Oklahoma, I've only a few of them came with me so far. My bluebirds, a couple of my cardinals have came. There's some sparrows, but the rest of my birds haven't followed me to back to Oklahoma yet. They will eventually. They'll all follow me. My turtles are still here. Um, I have not heard my frogs anywhere. I don't know
Oh.
what happened to the frogs. Unless creatures ate them. All my lizards are still here. I've got all different kinds. I don't even know what they're called, but I got 3 or 4 different kinds of lizards that are
Oh
my
yeah.
outside creature pet reptiles that I just let run loose, run the
Yeah.
property. See, listen. You can hear those birds. But I usually raise chickens normally. But I think I'm either gonna. I would like to get when I start my homesteading, and I've got a new channel. If you would join it, please. It's called Stella's Homestead. It's easy to find. It comes right up when you look for it. I don't have any video on it yet. I'm trying to get my subscribers up because I want to keep my homesteading video separate from my traveling videos. Um,
Yeah.
I've got, I actually have 8 plants growing uh, right now in Oklahoma.
Eight.
They're looking really, really good.
8. You guys are allowed 8.
We're,
Man, lucky.
no, we're allowed 12. We're allowed 12. I have 8. I've got
Oh
4 more
yeah.
seeds, but
Great.
I'm waiting till some of these get in flower and I get them, harvested out of the way, and then I'm gonna have these others coming up right in behind them. These other 4, um,
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
because
way. That's the way.
that's what came up out of the batch I planted, so I just went with it.
That's the way it should be, though, right? You should be allowed like 8 or 12. That way, there you can have some that are starting, some
Well,
that
you're
are
allowed
budding.
6 in flower. You're allowed 6
Yeah.
baby plants, and you're allowed 6 in flower, which is buds.
Yeah, you
6
guys
and
are
6.
lucky. We're only allowed 4, period. Unless you got a
But now,
license or,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
well,
Like,
and also now in Arizona, I've got property in Arizona too. Now they're legal for recreational, and it's like every person that I have that stays there on my property can grow their 12 or whatever more plants. Um,
yeah,
but I've got to do a lot of before I can grow anything there. I've got to do a lot of soil preparation. I've got to build greenhouses because of the heat. Um, there's a lot I've got to do there. I've still got to get the water and the septic tank and the uh I'm probably going to run everything on solar power and a water well and a septic eventually. But that's a future project on down the line. I'm still paying for that property, and I'm not doing any work on it and doing anything to it until it's completely paid for, deed in hand.
Yeah. Uh, isn't today? No, doesn't Terry take a day off on Sundays?
He takes a break every once in a while. I took a
He,
break, not by choice. I was out for 6 days because I was out at the lake and we had no service whatsoever out there. I couldn't video. I couldn't even open YouTube, so I was missing. Well, actually, Jose, I think, was the only one that said he was worried about me because when I
okay.
disappear, he's another person I'd met. Well, I meet YouTubers periodically, and I had a guy come. He was traveling, and he came to visit me in Oklahoma, and I had him follow me here to Arkansas, and so we went to the lake and camped together there until he got. He has projects and stuff he's doing. In another state too. So we parted ways. I don't know, maybe 3 days ago or something. He went off
Yeah.
on to do his own thing, but we spent some good time together. I've met maybe 5 YouTubers so far, I think,
Yeah. What's Truth
but I'm going to
wants?
meet a
I
bunch
don't know if
more
he
folks
wants the
over.
link. I don't know if he wants the link to your new channel or if he wants the link to the panel. I'm not sure. I can't put either one because I can't find either one at the moment. So I guess it's on you.
Hmm.
What's he want? The lake sounds nice. At the lake, since COVID, we have not
Oh, hey,
done much
Kevin.
traveling. So he
Let's see.
wants the link
What's
to your new
truth? Wait a
channel,
minute
Stella.
here.
Stella, do you have the link to your new channel on
Oh,
hand?
my new channel. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go. Hang on, if you give me a second, I will go and get it. Oops, and I will post it
Or did you
in
say it was
YouTube. If you
Stella's
give me one
homestead?
second.
Call it Stella's
Yes.
homestead? I might already have it too. Eh?
Yeah, I'll post the link.
Let's see how fast I can find it. Stella's homestead. Is it a picture of a little baby barn?
No, hang on, I'll post it.
No? Okay.
No, it's a picture of my she shed.
Well, a little shed.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's what I
she
mean. Little baby barn.
shed in the picture. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. That's my she shed. I took a shed and turned it into a she shed that you can actually live in. But
Okay.
right now it's
Yeah.
stored with all my.
Oh, you beat me to it. I had to find it first.
Okay, I'm back over here. And hello, good morning. What's truth? How have you been? Oh, you're very welcome, sweetheart. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out at Lake Washita here in Arkansas, which is actually it's a man-made lake, but it's actually the cleanest lake I think in the state. I don't know. It's one of the cleaner ones.
Is it spring fed or is it rainwater?
No, it's I don't know how they filled it, but it's man-made. It's not
Yeah,
natural. It's not a natural lake. It's a, some of them are natural, some of them are that's the spring fed ones. Um,
yeah. Up
I
here, you know what they
I'm
do?
actually I'm on Lake Hamilton here where I'm at. I'm about 5 minutes here down to the water. Um,
Yeah. Do you know what
I'm
they
up on
do
a
up here?
hill. I don't want waterfront property because if the dam ever broke or whatever and the water got up out of there, I don't want to get flooded. I'm on the highest point in this entire subdivision where I'm at. I'm
Mm.
up on a hill. Okay.
Well, everybody will come visit you if it gets flooded.
That's correct because I'm the highest point. They're going to have to come here. They're going to have to come here. There's nowhere else for them to go,
Yeah.
and I'm going to
A lot
charge
of the
them to
lake.
get here. So,
Yeah, a
so
lot of the.
listen. Well, I also have this shitwad neighbor next door who has
Oh,
been buying up. No, he bought up all the property surrounding me, and he's very upset that I will not sell him my property. But
fine.
it's already set up and established that even if I die, this property is to never be sold. It has to stay in my family.
Yeah, right on.
Only because I don't want him getting his grimy dick beaters on it.
Yeah. Does he have plans for the property, or do you know what his
Well,
plans are?
why else would somebody buy all the surrounding property? He lives directly across the street, of course, and he
Right.
bought the property on the next street over, the property on both ends attaching to my property on both sides. He's bought property on nearly every street in the subdivision. He's trying to buy out a huge section for some reason or another. Um, it's not.
One.
I don't know. I don't know. They must eventually. I'm thinking because see, this is the lake, and this is the other side of Lake Hamilton. Now, on the other side, they have already built very nice condominiums and fancy
Yeah.
places to live. See, they have not developed this over here for that yet. That's coming in the future. That's coming. And if you
Oh
put
yeah.
a two-story of two or three-story condominium on this property, you have perfect lake view. Okay.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be waterfront, but it would be lake view property, which is just as
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is it can be commercial or residential. The zoning laws are very lax, you
Mm.
know. Yeah.
Maybe he's the cause of the problem.
Well, no, he was in prison. And when he got
Oh.
out of prison, he was in another county. He actually went to prison in Howard County. This is Garland County. Well, when he got
Yeah.
out of prison, he had his parole transferred here. Well, I had another neighbor over there who's his house burnt to the dirt, and he was selling just this vacant lot. So I'm still trying to figure out how a guy fresh out of prison could come up with $10,000 to buy this
Mm.
property over there that's got nothing on it but an electric pole. Okay, that's it.
You
Got
gotta,
the electric,
yeah,
got
you gotta
electric
wonder.
pole, water, got the city water, septic tank. That's it. Okay, but how does
Yeah.
somebody fresh out of prison have $10,000 to pay cash
Mm.
money? Because this guy wasn't selling on credit. He was a cash only buyer, or I would have bought it, right?
Yeah.
If he would have sold it on payments. And so I'm still trying to figure that out. Then I'm trying to figure out. So he went to work for the city of Hot Springs on the trash truck, right?
Yeah.
So working 4 hours a day, he managed to buy all these properties out here. Where is he getting all this money?
Mm. Don't
He
know.
has a he's the only one in the entire subdivision with a huge locking mailbox.
Oh
Why would
yeah.
someone want a huge locking mailbox out here in the country? Nobody else, even the rich people that live on the waterfront, don't even have a huge locking mailbox. They got a regular
Mm.
mailbox just like I do. In
Mm.
fact, when I went to jail, do you know they stole my mailbox?
Oh yeah.
My mailbox came up completely missing, post and all, right out of the ground. Yep.
Mm.
And my
Probably trying
fence
to
just
claim the
happened to
property. Eh?
no, my fence mysteriously all got ripped down on both ends that attached his property. Now, who would you think would have done that? He did it.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
when I got out of jail and I was out here putting the fence back up, he got pissed and he called the police. And I had two ladies out here helping me put my fence back up. And
Mm.
one of them threw a rock out in the road because it was in the line of the fence. He called the police and started screaming, "She hit me with a rock! She hit me with a rock!" And here come the cops. I'm not
Where's
kidding
the
you.
damage?
I said, "Look,
Where's
dude,
the?
man, no, he's paying them off. He even paid. This is right before I went to jail too. Now get this: how many people have you ever seen that call and have a surveyor come out, and you pay them cash money in behind your pickup truck? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Most people mail a
yeah,
check to the office or call in a business credit card or something to pay for one of those things. But
yeah.
no, what he was doing was he's paying this guy to assess my property as being part of his property, in other words.
Trying to claim peace.
So he paid the surveyor to say that I had so many feet of property on his property. Okay, but see here,
Ah,
he messed up again. See, he's messing with the master of law. Okay, so he's gonna try to threaten me verbally and blackmail me and everything else, and
mm,
I'm on his property because he illegally paid this surveyor to say I was right. So
yeah,
get this. According to the law, though, there's a grandfather clause because I've been here for 22 years, and the grandfather clause goes back only 15 years, actually. So I've been here longer than the 15 years. So it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have fenced off his whole property and said it was mine. Ain't nothing he can do about it because he's
yeah.
threatened to sue me, but I don't bite that. He's not sued me yet. I've sued him, but he's not yet sued me for anything. But he keeps threatening, like he's going to scare me. Like I said, man, I ain't afraid of these people in real life or YouTube. I deal
Yeah,
with it every day. One or the other, something every freaking day.
yeah. Well, most
So,
people would have just packed up and said, "Fuck it," right? That's the
yeah.
problem. He's probably pissed off at that
Well,
reason,
well, they
right?
they they bullied the people I bought the property from, and I got it dirt cheap.
Yeah,
Bullied them out of here. Okay, they bullied them out of here. They were just giving it away just to get out of here, right? And then they
yeah,
came at me. And I told the
yeah,
bitch that came out here from the county, I said, "You step on my property, I'm going to have you hauled to jail for criminal trespassing." I said, "Do
yeah.
not come back." She came out here about 3, 4 times. Next thing I know, she doesn't work there anymore. I told her I'd whoop
They
her ass
probably
too.
transferred her.
No, I told her I'd whoop her ass. I told her also I'll have her charged with criminal trespass. Either way she
Yeah,
wants it. We can do it legally or
yeah,
we can do it illegally. But you're not coming on my property. This is my property. I paid cash for it. I own it free and clear. And you cannot come on my property and tell me what I can and cannot do with my own property. As long as I'm not violating any, what do you call it, the POA laws, the property owner association laws or any county
yeah,
laws or anything like that, which I wasn't. And
yeah,
she had to twiddle her little happy ass away and leave me the fuck alone. But I
yeah.
stand up to these
Uh,
people. I do not cower down to any of them ever.
yeah, as long as you pay your taxes, they won't have any way to
And
come
I believe it or
grab your
not,
property, right?
I call before they even mail the taxes out, get the amount and pay it before it even hits my email.
Yeah, it's one way to do it.
I make sure my taxes are paid ASAP. And the trash bill, see, they got this really illegal rigged deal here with these little wheelie bins. I know you've seen them. They're like a green trash can on wheels where the trash people come by in the country once a week and empty your trash can.
Yeah,
Okay, they make you have a trash can. You can't live there without this trash can. This trash can is what is the key to being able to live on your own property. But now get this. If you don't pay that trash bill, you cannot renew your driver's license. You cannot renew your license plates on your vehicle. And you cannot pay your property taxes if you do not pay that trash bill.
that's ridiculous. And you can't have your own trash bin, like buy
Mm-mm.
one and then just get somebody to come pick it up every so few often and pay
No.
them.
No,
All right,
they said if you
fucked up.
don't have that willy bin, you cannot live on the property one day. That's what I was told. So my
That's
shitwad
crazy.
neighbor, listen, no, he was living over there with no willy bin. So I
Yeah,
called him when he started giving me problems. about
Yeah.
my property. I called him and I said, "Why? You told me I could not live here one day without this trash bin. Now, why is it
Yeah.
he's been here all this time and you have not made him get a trash bin? I want to know why." And I threw a fit. They came at her 3 times before finally they had they brought him a trash bin. Now he has to pay a trash bill just like I do. Every time he
Yeah.
messes with me, I either take him to court, I cost him money, one way or another. I get in his pocket. It's the only way to get to him. People like that.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get to them is getting their money wallet.
Yeah. Well,
Cost
yeah.
them money.
Oh, you're roboting again. Are you
Hang
on
on,
your
I'll fix it.
computer or a
Like I said, they
phone?
want me. No, no, because I have to hotspot it. I only have a laptop.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
actually,
Yeah.
hang on, let me fix it and I'll tell you. I do have a
So
lot of computers.
you're using your phone as a
But they're
hotspot and then
stored in my
using your
sheet bed.
laptop?
I've got a server. I've got 5. I build computers and servers
Yeah.
and all that networking crap. I do networking. I can do web design. I can build web pages, but I don't do video editing. Can you believe that? I can do all this other shit and I can't do video editing. Huh. Actually, I just don't care to. It's why I can't do it. I'm not
Yeah.
interested in it. Yeah. It's of no interest or value to me. We've got some video editors, some really good ones. In fact, Nikki, not happy Nikki, but regular Nikki that was in here earlier, she's an
Yep.
excellent video editor. She's also good, like No Justice and Terry, and she makes some really hilarious videos.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I have her on my list here. I'm gonna have to have a
No,
look.
you would have to go back in chat, find her name, click on it, and go to
Yeah.
channel to add her.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm already there.
her name is really hard to find.
I know. I found it already.
See how good you are? You're better
Yeah.
than me because I've
I
been friends
seen
with
it.
her for years and I still
Yeah.
can't find it when I go to look for it.
I seen it the other day. I was gonna subscribe, and then just I held off, and then well, yeah, Nikki, I just gave
Well,
you
when you
another
go into her
subscription, whether you
chat,
want to keep it or not.
well, when you go into her chats, be sure and tell her that you're from my channel because sometimes if we have a lot, she gets a lot. They try. In other words, she gets a lot of trolls, and if
Yeah.
she doesn't know you, she'll time you out or block you out. You just tell
Yeah.
her you're from my channel and
Well,
you met her on my channel.
yeah, but why would she time you out or block you if you're just talking
It doesn't
sense
matter.
and
She doesn't
not
allow it. That's
insulting?
the way she runs her channel. She doesn't
Oh,
allow
okay.
any garbage, any hoo ha.
No, no. Well, that's what I mean.
Everybody that's in there, she knows us all, and she doesn't allow any of the trolls or any of that stuff to come in. Um,
No, well,
you
that's
know,
what I mean, though. Why would she block a person if they're just there hanging out and talking
That's how
sense?
she runs her channel. Everybody runs theirs different. I believe in giving everybody a platform to speak. That's the
Hmm.
reason I gave Rebel a platform to speak. Okay. And then he came back and went sideways at me. I would let him get on
Yeah.
my panel and speak and, get it off his chest and say whatever, whatever to whoever, whatever's bothering him, right? And a lot of people
Right.
get mad at me for doing that, but I try to I try to give people the freedom of speech the most I can, unless they're doxing or or typing things in chat to get my channel struck, and
Yeah.
then they're going to have to their freedom of speech goes out the window at that point. But
Yeah.
everybody runs their channels different. This is just the way she runs hers. Okay, it's a little orthodox, but that's her channel. That's her prerogative, and I accept
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure I've already said hello to her in chats
Well,
in
you could
other
leave
rooms
her. Here's
before.
the thing: you could leave her a note on one of her videos, and tell her that you met her in my chat. And if I come in your chat, please do not block me. And she'll remember your name.
Yeah.
She's really smart.
Yeah. I'm all over the place, eh?
Yeah. Well, like I said, and she does. She'll do panels from time. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she don't.
Yeah.
I always have panel access, to anybody that wants to get up on a panel and get something off their chest, or if they've got an issue with somebody, or I'll let them get up there and fight it out. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Is try. It's the only way they're ever going to work anything out. To get up there and have words with each other. But
Yeah,
I would have loved to let Rebel up today, but he was, like I said, he was not in a mental condition enough to get up there. He would have probably attempted to porn bomb me or something. He was having an episode, and I do allow him on my panels at times, but not all the time.
yeah. But if you
I
put
have
a
to
banner across the front,
regulate him, right?
yeah, if you put a banner across the front, they can't porn bomb you, right?
I know, yeah, I know how to do that. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, that's
but you
probably
do
what triggered
know,
him even more because you didn't let him up, right?
you do know that there are some really good computer experts out there. In
Oh yeah,
fact, I've seen them. I've seen them go on different people's things, be on the panel, and actually, when they're up there playing like a video or something that they wanted to play for people, the channel owner, I've
yeah,
seen them go up there, remove all that, take it down, and play their own whatever right up over the top of it. I mean, there's some good there's people with skills. Let's put it that way in
yeah.
these
Well,
communities. I've met a bunch of them.
yeah. Well, the
I
magic
call them
word
skills.
is proper apps. If you have the apps to do what you need to do, you can do anything you want to do. That's just
Yeah,
it. See, nowadays
and
you can
like
go
the
on a pirate
well, like
site and you can get any applications you want to do what you want to do.
and I know a few of the what I call script scrollers. Okay, and I keep
Yeah,
telling them, man, y'all are old school. I said, you're running a script because I count them, right? I know exactly what they're doing. And I'd go, you're running four different scripts, okay? And you've got four bots in each script because you're only putting four lines in each one from each script. I said, now, if you'll behave, I can teach you how to use one script, put more bots in, put it on a loop and run it for 24 hours nonstop. you know,
right.
I can, but they won't never behave long enough so I can teach them. So, you know,
Yeah,
I just
well,
let them go on and do their bit, and they will stop and listen to me periodically, so they
yeah,
know I know a little bit more about what they're doing than they do, because I've been on the computer since 1988.
yeah.
Okay, and
1980 when
yes,
Commodore VIC 20 first came
well,
out. And I was one of the first
actually,
owners.
the first computer I started out on was a Tandy 2000.
Oh yeah, the Tandies. I
Yes,
remember
five and a
them
quarter
too.
floppy.
Yeah, my
Dial
friend's
up,
mom had one.
dial up, dial up,
Yeah,
slower
dial
than
up.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah. And
like a
then dial up
grandma,
came
grandma.
obsolete.
Hey, but you know
Uh,
what? After a
oh,
while, after I was on the line, and then all of a sudden I had a bunch of backers
oh, you're
saying no, because
roboting
they
again,
they kept
Stella.
some
Oh, yeah, yeah.
fix
You
it.
keep.
I can fix it.
Okay. Every once in a while, it happens, and
Yeah.
yeah, I miss
Hey,
half of what you're
Rotters.
saying.
Okay. So anyway, so I would get hackers come at me at different times and different things, to the point that I learned how to build supercomputers. Okay. I ran routers, 5 stacked. It would take a long time to boot up, but once it was boot up, man, you were safe as hell. I would run 12 different uh, IPs or more, as many as I could run in each box.
Uh,
Okay,
on the
so they never
not
could
on the
try.
same.
They had it would take them hours to determine which IP address was mine, right, for them to come at me. And so I just kept them confused to the point they finally just go away and leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But you
then
got to
when
stay up with if you're going to be on the technology, you have to stay up with the technology. That's all I'm saying about that.
yeah, it's the
I've
same
actually
thing when
had
the government
the
and
IC3 feds come here twice in 3 years over my internet activity, quote unquote. And when they left here, after searching through my entire network, I had one big computer room with nothing but computers, right? And
Hmm.
then I had computers in all the other rooms in addition to that, except for the bathroom. I didn't have one in there,
Yeah.
or the kitchen, because I didn't want grease cooking and stuff getting in the computers. But every other room had computers. But
Yeah.
when the IC3 guys left, he told me, he said, I'm impressed at my setup. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Hey, it worked. It worked, and I had to figure it out for myself how to make it work. But it worked. It was
As long as it
extravagant,
works,
a little
right?
overboard, but it worked.
As long as it works is the main thing.
Well, and nowadays, see, this was years ago. Well, nowadays
Mm.
they use VPNs, but a lot of time those VPNs aren't any good. They're using the Tors, and the only one I think that's any good anymore, that's actually really hard to crack into, is the Onion, Onion
Onion.
Tor. The rest of
Oh,
them are not worth a shit, by the way. Yeah,
yeah. Right. Yeah.
but but still Tor based. Tor's the base, okay? And Tor
Yeah.
bases a lot of VPNs and other things. But the Onion browser, which is an anonymous browser, and yes, I've learned to use Linux and tons of stuff.
You cutting out again, Stella.
Hang
Man,
on.
I hate telling you that. I just want to hear
No,
what you're saying is the
I like.
problem, right?
Well, you're going to have to keep doing that because,
Okay.
like I said, I have to
Yeah.
fix it. I go in the settings. I've learned how to fix it temporarily, but somebody likes to mess with my stuff to make me shut up. Now,
Okay. I
well,
was
there's
wondering
one
why it
guy in
kept
here.
happening.
Listen, well, there's actually a few people that have known me since the late '80s, but they've known me on YouTube now. I've run into them, but I've got one guy that comes in here, Seal Hater. I don't know if you've ever met him. He met me
I
back in '88. Um,
Yeah.
and he can tell you pretty much all the hoo ha's and the what things I've did and been through and all that. So um, I got pretty good. But like I
Yeah.
said, I stored my computers, and that's where they've been, and they're not going to come out of storage until if I need them. If somebody comes at me really hard and I really need my computer backup, and I have to
Yeah.
go into my storage and pull my computers out, somebody going to be in some deep shit. That's
I
all I
could
can
just
say.
hear ya fucking grabbing the old computer saying, motherfuckers are making me do something I don't feel like doing, but I'm going to do it anyways. Right?
That's right. Exactly. Yes.
I hear ya. Are you using a Windows platform or Linux?
No,
On your
well, I'm running on freaking Android right now. But now
phone?
I can load. I've got a whole book of bootable Linux disk.
Yep.
I have a USB CD-ROM thing that all I got to do is plug into my laptop, load in a Linux bootable disk, any version I want to put in there, no matter which version it is. I've got them all. And then what I do is I'll have to go into F8 and tell it to boot from the CD-ROM, and
Hmm.
bam, I'll boot right up to it, and I'll be on Linux on my laptop, which is a
Yeah.
Windows.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
well, I could install it. I can
You
make
can
it.
get
My hard drive's big enough that I could actually install it and make it a dual boot system.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you don't need to do that though.
No, I don't need to
It'll
do that
slow
because
it
I can
down
boot.
because it'll take a lot of your
I've
storage.
taken computers. I've impressed the fuck out of people because I've taken computers that didn't have
Mhm.
hard drives, that didn't have DVD drives, that had nothing, and booted
Mhm.
them up either by a thumb drive or using a DVD if it didn't have a hard drive. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
impressed the shit out of some people by being able to boot them up and have them on the internet within a couple minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm running Linux on my computer and I'm running
Yeah.
Windows on the
What
phone, right?
Right. What are you running, Cali? That's what everybody's running nowadays.
No,
I'm
I'm
still.
running Linux Mint up to date stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of
Yeah.
people are using the Kali. And
Cali.
it Kali,
Yeah. Yeah.
Kali. Yeah, Kali
Yeah.
Linux. Well, it actually works pretty good, but A lot. They're running it inside of a shell on top of Windows desktops. What they do,
Okay, yeah,
or vice versa.
yeah,
They'll either be running the Linux with a Windows shell on top their desktop inside. That you can
yeah,
do it either way. You can run it either way. Vice versa works the same.
yeah.
But
Like,
the difference between Windows and Linux, Windows takes up so much space on your RAM and your hard drive
yeah,
just to boot up and run. Linux takes nothing, hardly anything at
yeah.
all. I mean,
It only uses what you're using basically at the time you're using it.
right,
Right?
that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
Windows just drains your RAM and everything you've got, it sucks you down and makes you slow, you know. I
Yep.
don't know.
They're eavesdropping. They're trying to find out information and shit, right? That's the way I look at it. I don't know. I could be wrong,
Hey,
right?
hey,
That's just
Beefy.
my opinion.
Beef Andy's in
Beef
here.
Andy.
Yeah, I call him Beefy,
Beefy?
or I call him Beefy. Yeah, I like the name Beefy.
Yeah,
I renamed him Beefy. That's my Beefy, and
yeah.
that's my
I'm gonna
Rogers.
I'm gonna have to jump down pretty soon because I'm going to the beach later and I gotta get some
I'm
stuff
thinking
ready.
about going down to the lake here later and go swimming.
Yeah,
Because I've got stuff to do tomorrow. I got to get a shower and clean up and everything anyway, and do my hair because I've got
yeah,
some business I got to go take care of tomorrow and the next day. So today's the only day I'm going to have right now to get down here and swim. And today's actually going to be the coolest day
it's a
we've
nice.
had in weeks. Yeah, it's only going to
Oh,
be 97 degrees today.
only.
That's only, yes, it's been 103, 104 lately, plus heat index.
Oh yeah.
It's been
Well,
super hot.
as far as the heat
I'm
goes, consider
sunburnt.
yourself
I'm
lucky,
sunburnt
right?
all up over most of my body.
Oh yeah, that's not good. It's supposed to go up to, let me see here, I'll put it in Fahrenheit so you guys can, it's supposed to go up to 77 here today, and we're already at
God,
74.
oh, I'd kill for some 77-degree temperatures. But
Yeah, but
honestly,
the,
if it
the
gets if it
humidity.
gets down below 60, I start freezing. I've got to get the
Oh, yeah.
blankets out and cover up. I get my big sleeping bag out and get down in it. I'm not kidding. I've acclimated my body to extreme
Mhm.
heat temperatures, so
Yeah,
I
the
freeze
problem
to
with,
death
yeah,
in the colder
the,
temperatures.
yeah, the problem here though with the heat temperatures like that, that's not bad, that temperature. The problem is the humidity. It doesn't allow for you to sweat, and it makes it worse. Like, you know what I mean? When it's really humid out.
I know it just covers your whole body with a layer of liquid that just sits and drips off of you and runs down
Yeah.
your back. But look at my show.
You're roboting again, fella. You stopped yourself from saying something else other than your back, right? Are
Yeah,
you still there?
look at my dark, and my back is.
Uh oh. Oh. Is that your fingers or your
Back.
legs? Back.
Oh yeah,
That's
look.
no, those are your legs, your knees.
I said I'm back. No, but this is my
Oh,
cigarette
okay. Yeah,
roller
yeah,
I've had.
you're
So I
back.
got prints. I got prints in my legs from the setting on them. But look how dark and black. Look at my arms, and I'm just burnt all over, everywhere. There's
Mine,
Red Road.
yeah, mine are like a ghost. I
Yeah,
haven't wore shorts at all yet this year.
yeah. This
You're roboting again. All I understood is this is me, and then it stopped. You get one of them cargo bands.
when I get tired of them, and I do pull my computers out of my storage, I'm not going to stop. And I ain't afraid of IC3. Believe me, I've dealt with them before, so they call they want. I will not stop if they keep messing with my shit and force me to bring my shit out.
Mm,
I won't stop, just like I don't stop with nothing else.
yeah, well, that's having a positive attitude towards things, right?
Yep. Well, they're having plenty of ample time to leave me alone. Stop messing with my
Mm,
sound. Stop messing with my chats. You know what they're doing? Um, they're all they're doing is sending packets into my freaking phone so that it causes these issues to happen. It's all they're
yeah,
doing.
yeah,
I know what they're doing. They think I'm a stupid idiot. They think I have no idea that what's going on because it was fine up until just a little bit ago when it started. It was fine
yeah.
all morning until certain people came in and then it started. So I'm not stupid.
Hey,
So
I
if
was
they
here
want to,
before it
if they,
started.
yeah, you was here before it started.
Yeah,
A
okay.
lot of people weren't. What I'm saying is, um, you know,
Yeah, yeah, I
if
know
you've
what you're
got enough
saying.
power, no, you can actually fry their fucking equipment. Fry it. I'm talking, and it'll start with the small, your keyboard and your mouse, then to your video card, and then it'll make its way over to your power supply. And you're going to have to rebuild a whole new computer at that point. So if they don't leave me alone and I'm forced to get my stuff out, then I can play. If they want to invite me to the game, I will come to the game and I will play the game with them.
Yeah. But hey,
And
did
I'm
you
real
know
good at it.
something? I noticed, Stella, I noticed that like the older programs that do stuff like that, they're becoming obsolete because a lot of the security programs are have them like kind of, how would you say that,
I
implemented into them that they can see what's being
listen.
used.
What you have, no, no, no. What you have to shut off your security, your virus protection if you plan to use them. That's I can
Yeah,
tell you from the beginning. I've got all my copies saved on disk. Okay, so they're unharmed. I've got
yeah,
all my proggies saved on CD-ROMs, so they're
yeah,
unharmed. But before I put that CD-ROM in, and they will run on Linux, regardless of the Windows operating system or not. If you run
yeah,
Linux on your desktop, you can run them through that Linux box. I'm telling you. But um,
yeah,
yeah, it's all a little game. You got to know what you're doing. But like I said, I don't want to play the game. I'm too freaking old. I'm 67, fixing to be 68 years old. I played this game half my life. I'm not. I don't want to play the game anymore. I'm tired. But if they force me to play the game, I'm going to play the game. But they're going to
yeah.
be costing a lot of money replacing all their equipment. That's all I can say. They're going to
Yeah,
have to.
maybe you're being targeted by the people you were playing the game with before, and they're thinking, "Oh shit, she doesn't want to play the game anymore. Let's just keep it going, see how long she'll last." Right?
Well, well, that's possible, but they know before I never gave up. I don't give up. Like I said, the day I give up, that'll be the day they pry my cold dead fingers off my fucking mouse. That's what I told them back then. That's what I'll still tell them today. And my favorite saying is, I'm nothing.
Ah, man. All I heard is "I'm nothing," and then you robot it again.
Of course, they don't want you to hear. Hmm.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
No, because like I said, they're sending packets into my freaking thing, and that's what's making it do it. That's why it only cuts out certain sections because that's when the packets are coming in.
Yeah. Hey, there's a spot in your computer too where you can set a certain size packets to only come in.
Right. Yep.
You could change
That
that
well,
setting, and
well,
it
you can
might
go in your
work
you can go.
better.
It's in your firewall. You can go in your firewall, and make a lot of adjustments.
Yeah, yeah, but if you do it through your firewall is trying to adjust your computer itself. But if you go right into the settings of your computer itself, right, the
Yeah.
firewall is not competing against your computer to change them settings, right, which would enable it to work in sync together.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
you can
mean?
allow or disallow whatever you want when you're in your firewall. You can allow
Yeah.
or disallow anything you
Okay.
want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
allow or disallow. like I
Yeah,
said.
coming in. Yeah,
And so and the other thing that catches it is your viral protection program. In which case, if you're going to be doing anything off the wall, disable that bit. That's the only
yeah,
way. It's the only way it's
yeah,
ever going to get anything through there. Disable, shut
yeah.
it off. So
Well, hey,
that's gonna leave you. Oh, that's gonna leave you vulnerable. Okay, at that
yeah,
point, this is why I stacked the routers.
yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
I feed one router into the other router into the other router. I'll run however many. I think I got 5. I may not have that many because I think I gave 1 or 2 away. I may have 3 now. But
yeah,
you'll stack them. You'll run them together. Like I said, it will take you longer to boot up, but once you're boot up, they're gonna play hell getting through all that shit.
yeah.
Hey, it's better than Trump's wall. Okay, the wall to keep the people out. Yeah,
Full of
it's way
holes.
better than that.
Mm. Well, I look at it this way. Okay, my computer, I'm gonna tell everybody now, doesn't have shit in it. All I use it for is to watch movies and to go
Are
on
you listening?
YouTube.
They don't care what you've got in there. They're not actually interested in even entering your computer. They
They
just
just want
want
to
to stop
sabotage.
you, slow you down, or either fry your equipment. This is all they
Yeah,
want to do. And this is why they're not even doing anything illegal, because in order for it to be illegal, they have to actually enter your computer, which they're not doing. Okay.
yeah,
Sending packets is not illegal.
yeah. What's this? Red Road Homestead says
He's a really good
91
friend of mine.
one day, the only low day. Oh, the temperature. Okay. I was
Red
wondering
Rose,
what the.
she's a good friend of mine. She has a
Yeah,
homestead place out in Tennessee, and she has built this whole thing herself. You really should subscribe to her. She's really a sweet lady, and she has goats and chickens and rabbits, and she's in the process of drilling a water well. Okay, if you want to learn how to
yeah,
drill a water well, she had to stop. She started and she had to stop. They ran into some issues, and so, but she's going to finish drilling that eventually. And anyway, no, her channel, she don't do like live streams and stuff. She just uploads video. But
yeah,
she could use the views
yeah,
if you don't
yeah,
mind subbing and watching her sometime. Like I said, she's a real sweet lady. One of my
yeah.
one of my very good
See, my
friends, in
problem.
fact.
See, my problem though, Stella, is I have so many. I'm subscribed to so many people. I just don't have the time to go everywhere. Right? If I see
Well,
something's happening or
I don't
going
have
on in
time to
the
watch
channel, then I'll go
the
visit.
long streams.
The what?
Well, she puts up fairly short videos. The longer ones, I kind of skim through them, you know what I mean, to get the
Yeah,
gist of what's going on, and then
yeah,
like it, leave them a little comment about it, and then move on. That's what I have to do. I'm
yeah,
like you. I got over 2,000 subscribers, and
yeah, yeah.
so I have a lot
Hey,
to go through, a lot.
have have you been noticing any of your older subscriptions disappearing? Like
Yeah, they
me,
do
I
that
noticed.
constantly.
Yeah, I noticed that quite a bit. Like I'd be subscribed to
Well,
a
that's
certain
usually the
person, and I
majority of
know
that's
that I'm
old.
subscribed to, and then go back there, and it's not there no more. I gotta resubscribe,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now,
right?
what I'm talking about is the channels completely disappearing, the subscribers completely
Oh,
disappearing.
yeah,
But that's
yeah.
usually
No,
because
no.
of trolls, and either they lost an account, and
Yeah,
YouTube took down whatever accounts they had attached to it along with it, and so
yeah,
in that case, you might lose 3 or 4 subscribers at one time, right?
yeah, yeah,
But then
yeah.
they'll come
I
back later
suppose.
with more, with more new names, and then they'll resub you back, and then you'll get them back. It's like a
Yeah.
never-ending circle jerk, and you're the pivot pole.
Mm, yeah. Well, okay. It was nice chatting with you, Stella. We'll have to do it again someday. I can't promise you how soon, but I do pop in all the time. I just
And
don't
you're
say
you're
nothing. I
welcome.
hover and I give you a thumbs up.
That'll work. That's what I need, because I am a
Just so you
monetized
know, right?
channel. My channel's monetized. I've got super chats and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
videos that are whatever. They put the ads and shit on them. But
yeah.
yeah, you're welcome to come join the panel and visit with us anytime.
Yeah, I figured I'd come up here and chat with you. You were talking to the to the chat, so yeah, it's a lot more fun when you have someone to talk to instead of talking to somebody that's always typing because it
Yeah, well,
slows down.
I like new people to come join us.
Yeah,
Usually, Happy Nikki comes up, and Kit Kat or my friend Nikki, the other Nikki, will come up,
yeah,
and I have different ones that'll come up, and sit
yeah.
up here and care, conversate for a little bit, and
I seen you
and
had
then
Rick up here.
then we have our our spatters that may want to come up and have an issue with somebody on the panel, that
Yeah,
because they're blocked somewhere. They block each other, and so they can't get anything across because everybody's blocked in both sides. So they'll come
yeah,
here. They'll come to somebody else's panel and do it. And
yeah.
I let them do it because it's views. It's views, it's clicks,
Well,
it's and all that counts for me. The only thing that
yeah,
doesn't count when you're monetized is your subscribers. Even I
right.
don't care if you got 50,000. It
Yeah,
doesn't subscriber count doesn't count for any money, right?
yeah,
The only
yeah,
but your views, your likes, and that kind of stuff does count.
yeah. Right.
And I
Yeah.
don't. And you could tell. You can look at my views. I don't buy views. I don't buy likes, subs. I don't buy none of that crap because um,
But there's
you
such
know,
a thing as buying views.
you can buy anything you want, honey. Money talks.
I suppose. Yeah, yeah.
And
If you got the
believe it
money,
or
yeah, I
not, it's not
suppose.
illegal. It's not illegal.
Yeah,
Google's making that money. Even though it's going through
yeah,
foreign countries, it's all going back to Google.
yeah. Oh, I know. They take a big chunk. Yeah,
They're
that's
taking
that's one
no,
law.
they're
That's
taking
one law they're trying to
40%
change here
now.
in Canada, right? Did you
Yeah,
know that?
what used
That,
to used to they only took 30% of your super chats, and then they take
yeah,
40 off your AdSense and your other stuff, but now they're
yeah.
taking 40% across the board.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yep.
I know.
So
They're supposed to like they're trying to change that law here for oh fuck content makers and shit like that, right?
right.
That they get more of a cut than what the platform does up here. Which I don't know how that's going to work, but all the power to them. That's the only positive thing I think came out of that bill, other than you're not allowed to fucking do certain things nowadays, and it's just a bunch of bullshit, right?
Well,
There's no freedom of
what I
speech
think
anymore.
they should there's a few things that I think they should change, and I put these on their surveys where they give you an option to make a suggestion. Okay, so
Yeah,
like when somebody's getting porn bombed, they will
hmm,
strike that channel. They don't do
yeah.
anything to the porn bomber, the one actually committing the crime. And
No, I
I've
know. I hate
mentioned
that
that.
too.
I've
Yeah,
mentioned that to them in their suggestion things. But
yep.
there's a lot of stuff. Okay, the music. I think it's ridiculous that they stop people. They flag you, warn you, give you the whatever those
Strike.
warnings are for playing
Yeah,
people's
copyright
music.
strike.
But I feel like if you bought that CD and you paid $25-$30 for that CD, you should be
Hmm.
able to play that music from that CD on your channel.
Yeah. You should
Period.
be able to play it, yes. But the thing is, though, is if you got a monetized station, them people with the music that own the copyrights want their cut. That's the problem.
That's right. BMG and uh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's I'm thinking. Matter of fact, I'm thinking CBS bought a bunch of the videos from DreamWorks. Okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, they took them down off of what's that? It's
Uh-huh.
not Netflix. That other one, that movie thing you pay
Crave,
for. Huh?
Crave, Crave.
No,
No,
I'm trying to
there's
think. Anyway, there's a
Crave,
bunch of them.
Netflix, and then I'm not too familiar with most of
I,
them
I
because I
only
don't
I
really
only buy
watch
I
those
buy
there.
Netflix and I share it with my family, okay? Because I'm
Yeah,
not hardly on there anyway. So I buy that and then I let my family share it if they want to log in and watch a movie or whatever. But
yeah.
oh, Hulu. So
Oh, yeah.
Hulu
Yeah.
so Hulu is no longer allowed to play these videos because they sold them to this other deal, and they're not even playing them. They're not doing anything with them. I don't even know why they bought them. I'm not getting
Yeah.
it. I don't understand the method of some of these people's madness. Um,
Well,
that's
sometimes they'll come out with the same movie, but with different people playing the roles. I've noticed that a
right.
lot lately. Right, a lot of the movies that come out, they're old movies, but they're with new people. Like, know what I mean? It's the old story, but with
Well, they've
new
been here.
stars.
They've been going back striking channels too. The people would have videos that been up for months, for like 6 months to a year. People have had these
Yeah,
videos up that they've used from whoever, and all of a sudden
yeah.
now they're starting to get struck from them.
Yeah, I don't find that's right if they've already had it up for that much time and then all of a
Right.
sudden, boom, it changes, the rules changes, and then they get struck for something like that. That shouldn't be, that's not
Well,
right.
I can tell you what changed, but I don't think it's right still. If
Yeah,
you're monetized, there's a section in there where if I go in there, I haven't set it up for mine, but I could, because
right.
I want these trolls to make videos about me. I don't want them to get struck. And if I click this box and turn on this one thing in my settings, then their algorithm will search for videos where they're playing any portion of mine, and they'll strike them. But see, when a troll either clips a part of my video, plays it, or whatever, they're talking about me, that brings
Mhm.
more people to my channel. That brings me more views. That brings me more subscribers, and I don't mind it at all
Yeah, that's
because
free advertising, right?
yes, it's free advertisement, and it's more to my advantage. They're not hurting my feelings, when they want
Yeah,
to post a picture of my dead sister. Who gives a shit, right? She don't
yeah,
care. She's dead, but
yeah,
it's going to eventually make a circle back. People come that are going to say, "Oh, watching my stuff, and I'm going to get the views. I'm going to get the likes. I'm going to get the clicks, right?" So all they're doing is
yeah,
helping me. So that's why I don't report it. And if I turn on that tick thing, you got to put the tick in the box. If I turn that on, they'll get struck every time they play any portion of any video that I've got on my channel. And I don't
yeah,
want to do that because, like I said, it's cutting off my nose to spite my face, and I'm not doing that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I gotta get going. So, yeah, we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Everybody in chat, you have a good one. You too, Stella. And yeah, we'll talk to you on the next one. Are you still there?
See you on
Nothing's
the flip
coming.
side.
Oh, yeah, nothing came through. I didn't hear you. You're still not saying nothing.
Have a good day.
Okay, I heard that last part. Have a good day. Right on, Stella.
Weird.
You have a good one.
I said,
Okay.
have a great day, honey.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Danny, for coming in. Well, I had to refresh. I had to no, my thing shut down. It's getting hot and my power's running low right now, so that's why it's doing this. Like I said, it's draining. They're completely draining me, and but it's okay. I've had a good long stream. I've been going for 3 hours and 39 minutes, or almost 40 minutes. So no, I had to refresh. It shut me down. I had to refresh it, come back in. I'm good now. So now they're gonna whoever's in the shit messing it up is gonna have to come back in again. Because the only way to get them out once they're in is restart your device. But I'm not gonna roll. I think I'm done rolling cigarettes. And we'll see. We'll see if we can get on to some other meanness or madness and do something else now. Now that I'm done griping about all that mess. Anybody else want to gripe about anything? I'll more than happy to invite you, up on my panel, provided you're not a porn bomber. If you're a porn bomber, you have to stay in the basement and show me in private. I have rules. Yep, that's it, folks. I'm done rolling. I'm tired. I'm not going to roll anymore. It's said and done and over with. Ha ha. So what's everybody going to do today? It's Sunday. Anybody got a picnic or walk in the park, walk on the beach? I think Kat was sleeping in this morning. She needed some rest. She's been going at it pretty hard and heavy lately. She needed rest, so I'm glad she's getting her some rest. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Danny, for coming in. But I'm going to go ahead and kick her down, y'all, and let my phone charge back up. I may do another live later on if after I get my phone charged back up and things get it all straightened back up. I mainly need to put charge on it. So, but you all occupy me every morning while I roll my cigarettes, which is a must. And there we go. And I got to get roll these tubes over here and put them away and put my tobacco away. And I'll put all that away in a moment.